It's that time again. It's the show that you've been waiting for since the time you've been waiting for. I'm a man of half in shadow this evening. I don't know if your chroma key's working. Yeah, mostly is. Well, we'll stick with it then, shall we? I think we probably will. Hello there. Right then. Week 9. Which I was thinking about. Week 9, bit of a nothing week. Bit of a nothing week. We haven't quite shaken down to the point that everybody's desperate, but at the same time, it's as important as about a week 4, in my opinion. Good, glad you asked. We'll start at the top. We'll go Johnny traditional. We'll go top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom. So Blood Pit are taking on the Medics. The Blood Pit Bouncers having a lovely old season so far. The Medics looking all right. Yeah, they're looking all right. There's nothing particularly wrong with either of those teams. Oh, Nora, that's a bit loud. Right, there we go. Right, what's occurring? It's Brutalball, and it's a lovely day for it. And that's what the people like. You'll tell me in a moment whether the background sounds too loud or not, and I'll turn it down if it is. When you're ready, buffing, flipping everyone. Hazmat chucks one, and it's immediately deflected by Pleasure Dome. But the next one is caught by team captain Sabutio Bongos. Picking up a very nice first down. Lowbrow Charlotte with a nice piece of running there. I mean, it wasn't spectacular. 6 yards is barely going to get anybody all hot and bothered, but, you know, even so. Karen Hare with a nice first down. And then they throw an interception. It's Clacton Express who's picked it off. Now, Pete brick wall, and he does. He landed a very effective block there that freed Clacton up for some decent yardage. Pleasure Dome catches the ball. And already the Bouncers are in opposing territory. The Medics were looking pretty tasty there for a minute, and now they're not again. Clacton throws a short one to Disneyland, who pick up a first down, and they're at the opposing 25. Disneyland throws, deflected by Hazmat. Hazmat appears to be covering Rocky Melons. We'll see how that holds up. Disneyland, touchdown. Bouncers 1-0 up thanks to a Clacton Express interception. Well now, Scooter runs for 3, giving him a 3rd and 6, and that one's caught by Karen for 10. Bingo on first down. Doesn't really get very much out of that. Scooter around the outside has no friends looking after him. But they managed to complete on 3rd down again. All of these 3rd down last gasp attempts there, they're not going to pay off forever. But that's an immediate first down from Sabutio. 2nd and 8 now is Lowbrow. Throws, no. Pleasure Dome is on the case. Hazmat completes to Hare, and she's going in. Touchdown for Karen Hare. Karen Hare having a good season. Having a good season is Karen Hare. And that's 95th touchdown of her career. Impressive. You're going to go 95th? Karen Hare? Yeah, she's been here since the start, man. And she's been doing a good job at the same time. So it's unsurprising, really. Regular starter, regular scorer. Karen Hare, who just came up with a sack. It's now 3rd and 6. And Hazmat gets a deflection on the attempted pass to Melons. And Bumson have got the ball back. Well now. Good run from Scooter. He had the pace to get round the outside of the line on that one and picks up a first down. Charlotte has it deflected by Glenda Bastard. Is Bingo to the sideline, deflected by Pleasure Dome. 3rd and 10. Wasn't quite enough. I'd ask for that line to be re-examined. That looked all right to me. Hazmat dropped his coverage. Melons gets it, but then is immediately injured by Sabutio Bongos, forcing Frank Trombone to come in. Rocky Melons, arguably, in the running for a Rookie of the Year. Don't think it will be Rookie of the Year, but I mean, you know, in the running. Anyway, the Bouncers can't get anywhere on the following drive attempt, and we're back with Bumpson once again. And at the moment, Bumpson look like the better team. Only just, but they are looking like they've got a little bit more going on. They've got mismatches on both sides. Ramiro's good, but Karen Hare is a very safe pair of hands, which means that she's catching when she needs to. Touchdown. Okay, 2-1 Medics. Well now, this is not the result anybody anticipated. Frank picks up a 9-yard gain before Ramiro makes a catch, breaks the tackle, and is off towards the promised land. He gets 50 yards closer to the promised land, and then he's in for the touchdown. Well, that was a quick comeback. Yeah, but we've not seen that kind of play from the Bouncers so far as half-time rolls around and it's a 2-all slugging match. Okay, Scooter picks up 2. Here's Charlotte. That's another catch, but it's at the line, and that's no good. 3rd and 7. Hazmat looks... Oh, ends up looking shallow. Slick moves. An 8-yard first liner. First downer. First line, that's the line is the bit that you care about. 3rd and 1. Hazmat again. And that one's deflected by Pleasure Dome, turning the ball over into the tender mercies of the Blood Pit Bouncers. Disneyland throws for 4. It's a 2nd and 5. Pringles throws. Disneyland on the catch, managing to outpace the coverage. Clacton tosses that one a Trombone, and he's broken an immediate tackle. Picks up a healthy 32 yards. And Pleasure Dome's in again, and the Bouncers have taken the lead. It ain't over yet. Well, I mean, it has to be said that the Bumson have faded in this second half. They were keeping pace. They inflicted an injury, and now they've gone to pot. As Pleasure Dome's in again, that's his 3rd of the game. 2nd attempt, Scooter looking for an angle, doesn't really find one, picks up 3 yards. Bingo Hazmat making a catch, steps out of bounds. Big wuss. Yeah. Nothing doing there for Hazmat on first down, and that one was thrown straight at Anthony Pringles, who dropped it. He's claiming it was a deflection, but frankly, the ball was thrown to him. Not close to him, actually into his hands. There was no receiver anywhere near. I'd call foul play, but that's very much the game. Pringles with a run after the catch gets 7. Disneyland now gets close to the first down. 3rd and 1. Pringles completes the Trombone. And if they score on this drive, it's all over. Yeah. Trombone with another first down. Gets to the 20 to the 15. A 28-yard gain. Disneyland looks, and wide open is Ramiro. Pleasure Dome is 5-2. That's it. You can put your things back in your bag and take them out to the car park to try and beat traffic, because this one's going nowhere. Bouncers back in possession once more, and moving the ball much more readily now. I don't know why Bumson collapsed in the second half, but they did. Yeah, no, they look good. I think if you watch the game back, you'll agree. You'll go, yeah. They look like they might have something going on. They don't. No, nothing going on. Bouncers just managing to turn it around enough to 7-2. 7-2? It was 2-2 at half-time. Yeah. 5 unanswered points in the second half for the Bouncers. Makes them look better than arguably they are. But then, you see, they may well be. Right, final score. Blood Pit 7, Medics 2. Player of the game, Ramiro Pleasure Dome. Quite obviously, 6 deflections, 200 yards receiving, and 5 touchdowns. That'll do. Sabutio Bongos gets star player for the Medics, 40 fan points, 121 receiving, and an injury inflicted. Didn't get to see much of the plucky rookie. Not in that one, no. Okay, well, we pop down to the far end of things now as the Fire Chefs are taking on Fairleywood Hills. Fairleywood at the moment are in a wild card type position. The Fire Chefs aren't. Both these teams, of course, playing for what would be their second time into the playoffs. Yeah, and it's another beautiful day for some Brutalball, and it's pretend Honey Bear for Fairleywood who gets things away first, and of course it's Julio Alicarte with a catch, picking up 40 yards. There goes Justice Lemon. That's a 1-2 combo you don't want to face. Vicky Flamboyant throws an on to Alicarte and he'll score. Crumbs. All right. Bessie Grape Shot chucks it to Disco Collins, who's leaving. Yep. Nice bit of pace, 44 yards for the Bastet there. It's Disco in his second year. I don't think he's a rookie this year. Oh, look at this running. That's a Skaven, running for 20 yards. Very nice. The Fire Chefs have brought some offense with them. Juan Summoner on the 2nd and 7. Oh, in and out of danger and into the end zone. Gracious me. There goes Alicarte again. Right you are. Bessie Grapeshot eventually making a tackle, but 54 yards of it lapsed. He's going again. Touchdown. All right, well, we're 10 plays into this game and it's 2-1. So, hang on. Yeah. Summoner, he's on the move. And he picks up 16 more yards. Lepan looking to throw. Gives up on that as an idea and runs it for a bit. Gets 7. Great shot on 2nd and 3. Completes it to Collins, who picks up another 13. Summoner Another 3-yard gain. Lepan. It's intercepted by Justice Lemon. Well, you can't bring a superstar to the party and expect them not to do some superstarring. But they do have a 3rd and 4 now. Flamboyant chucks a big one downfield and Justice has got it. Okay. Here goes Lemon again. Another 12-yard gain. Tim Vanken looks for a pass and it's deflected. Well, it's not. Julio Alicart dropped it. Yeah, he's rubbish. I don't want him anymore. Honey Bear throws that one somewhere. Not entirely sure where it was going, but it got there, I imagine. Viv Crumble is getting involved. She's got a catch and a go, and she picks up 43. Summoner running it again. A respectable 3-yard gain. Look, he had to struggle for it. You saw the struggle. Anyway, it's 3rd and 6. And that one's caught by Collins, who's got pace enough to get all the way to the end zone, and it's 2-all. Okay, all right. Honey Bear chucks a short one there to Vicky Flamboyant, and Alicart catches the next for 23. And Juan Summer has been injured by Vicky Flamboyant, meaning that we've got Eva Composite now on the field. The chefs won't be overly pleased about that, but maybe it will bring up the goods. Fritz Beermat picks up a sack on the Failure-Wood quarterback, but they complete the next pass to Flamboyant, who's down about a 1. Bridget Lepan's now been injured by not Blabber, and Burt Violence is in. Things are not well in the house of the chefs, but Burt Violence comes up with a sack, and so I guess many things are forgiven. Composite running on 2nd down, picking up a comfortable 13-yard gain. Here goes Burt Violence. He doesn't get a lot. 2nd and 9. Bessie Grape shot, nothing doing. 3rd and 11. Composite, you'd be lucky. Isn't. Yeah, that's rather ruined everything. Honey Bear throws a 22-yarder to Lemon, and then Alicart takes it in for a touchdown. Okay, all right. Grape shot, a 4-yarder. Composite picks up nothing. Here's Burt Violence. 1st down. Good running. Grape shot. I can't believe I'm rooting for the chefs. No, it's ridiculous. Collins, a lovely 51-yard catch. 4 catches in this game for 141 yards so far. Violence is going to try and run around the outside, but that was never going to work. And at half-time, it is 3-2. All right, Grape shot. No. Okay, back over to Failure-Wood then. And that's complete to Justice Lemon. Viv Crumble letting the coverage slip there for a moment. However, Disco Collins has just made an interception. The game is still afoot. Composite with the throw. Crumble with the catch. Honey Bear can't keep pace, and that's a touchdown. 3-all. Honey Bear chucks it, and that's caught, obviously, because why wouldn't it be? Vanken throws to Honey Bear, who picks up a suitable 8. Flamboyant can't get anywhere. It's 3rd and 3. Honey Bear again, this time to Alicart, who breaks 1 tackle, and then another one. And the 3rd one actually sticks. But Failure-Wood within sight of the end zone again. A sack from Chad. Alicart's in the end zone, though. Never mind, Chad's just made a play. Yeah. Disco Collins up the middle. Gets a 16-yard gain off a throw from Eva Composite. Vivian Crumble now making nice moves. Lantern can't get there. And that's a very healthy 56-yard gain. Great shot, throws, touchdown, Collins, 4-all. Okay, all right. Lemon catches another 17-yarder. I think Lemon catches pretty much anything that's thrown anywhere near her. So, you know, that's to be expected. Alicart down the sideline, 31 yards. Here goes Honey Bear, sacked by Tobin Jocular. Timmy Vanken throws, caught by Alicart, touchdown. Okay. The chefs back in possession again. Composite throws into double coverage twice in a row, and it hasn't worked, and Composite drops the ball, but it wasn't going to be a 1st down or anything close to it. So don't be too upset about that. Alicart makes another catch and another play, and is down at the 6-yard line. Flamboyant, just running at him. Overconfidence, didn't get there. A sack from Bertie Violence, Vanken. And that one's stopped, and for the 2nd time in the game, the chefs have made a goal line-ish stand. Pretty close to the goal line, see? But the running game there was ill-advised, and it didn't work. Alicart's off to the races once more. And Amanda Pickle, who has been injured by Chads. Irish Joe Shock is now in the lineup for Failure-Wood. It is 6-4 and there are 15 plays to go. It does not look like good news for the chefs. 13 plays remain. Alacart's got another catch. Yeah, and that would be another touchdown, and we can advance this one to the end credits. Yeah, let's advance this one to the end credits. Okay, all right. Yeah, now a la carte's on the go again. What's he up to in this game? Quite a bit, I would have thought. It's not record-setting, but it might be in the running for your Player of the Week honours in terms of receiving action. Collins is playing well, but Collins only plays one way. I mean, made an interception, and that counts, obviously, but beyond that, not a lot. Final score, Failure 7, Chefs 4, a la carte star player 95 fan points, 414 receiving with 7 touchdowns, or all of the touchdowns, and 1 pass deflection from a non-existent defensive contribution. Chad gets player of the game for the Chefs with 41 pancakes, not bad, 1 sack and 1 injury inflicted. Okay, all right, there you go. Yeah. There it is. Right, back up to the top end. Stego Noughts are taking on the Stardozer Human Resources. Stardozer this season, they're struggling. They're struggling. I'm not going to candy coat it for you. Struggling is what they are. Stegonauts, they're not doing great either. We would expect more from the Stegonauts. Stardozer are still in very much of a rebuilding kind of a phase at the moment. That's my assessment. Anyway, it's a warm one though. And that'll make a difference to someone, I'm sure of it. Manso Kettle Chip's going to get us underway for Stardozer. And we'll see what he's bringing to the party. Nothing. Okay, here's Danny Diet. A quick throw and catch. Brooke Liability there coming away with the ball. Liability gets another one who's wearing the captain's armband today. There you go. Yeah, just saying. Engelbert Loudmouth, the rookie, making a nice 30-yard gain off the catch from Kettle Chip as Liability gets another one for 14. Jack Flippercoin chucks it to Loudmouth again, just the 1 yard that time. And that's a 3rd and 8. Danny Diet to the end zone. Loudmouth, touchdown. Okay, there goes Barry Science, everybody. That's 29 yards. Just when you wondered, who are the players on this team again? Yeah, Barry Science's team. Yeah. Ulysses Failure there picking up another 30. Failure now with the ball. And that's an off-target kind of a throw. Splendid throws it. But David Onions has picked it off for Stardozer. And he's going to be, well, he was quite tricky to bring down. Hold on, they've thrown it straight back again. Failure picks one off, and that's his 3rd career interception. Larry Splendid running it for Stardozer on, no, the other ones. Stegonauts, yeah, on 1st down. They're throwing it to Barry Science again, picks up another 23. Splendid, no. Okay, 2nd and 10, his Constance Frenzy. Runs for nothing, and Failure on 3rd down. Completes to Cenobite, who has the 1st. Another set of downs, another opportunity. And they don't take their time on that one. It's now 1-all. Stegonauts having found Baz Science there in the end zone. Kettle Chip with the catch on 1st down for Stardozer. Failure makes a deflection. All right, yeah. But since when was he any good at defence? Apparently since today. Okay, well anyway, that's the end of that drive. And the Stegonauts have the ball back. David Onions making a deflection. Frenzy tries to run it again. Nope, nothing there that time either. 3rd and 9. And Failure throws it to Cenobite, who easily breaks downfield for a bunch of yards. 41 of them, if you want to be precise. Shut up. Right, they scored. Yeah, Engelbert Loudmouth made another catch for another 16 yards, and he's off again. And this time's going to be a bit more significant. 34 yards on that one. Another 1st down from Loudmouth. Cenobite with another deflection. 2nd and 10, nothing doing. 3rd and 10 from Flippercoin. Nothing happening there either. Splendid. Throws, and that one's deflected. 3rd and 13. Failure tries to run it, and that's just... It's not happening. No. No, you don't get to make a ton of noise and then sit on the desk. That's not how it works. No. What's happening? There's 2nd and 10. Stardozer have the ball. Diet throws a 9-yarder. It's 3rd and 1. Barry with the deflection. That one's thrown away. We appear to have hit a defensive trough in proceedings, which, as you know, is no way to play the game. Not unless the defence in question is incredibly violent. Diet on 2nd and 8. That one's deflected as well. And that's a 5-yard gain. Half-time rolls around. It's 2-1. Stegonauts have the lead, but neither team has been able to move the ball for mere minutes. Frenzy chucks it. Larry Splendid gets him a first down. Ulysses Failure runs, picks up 4. Here's Splendid again. This one's gone to Barry, and Barry's leaving the building. Is he going to go all the way? Yes. Okay. A 60-yard touchdown for Barry Science. Steganauts now up 3-1. Stardos are having real trouble moving the ball right now, as everything is being deflected. All of it. A whole lot. Everything got deflected, and Steganauts have the ball back once more. And there goes Barry. I think Liability's on the cover. Yeah, it looks like it. And it's not working. No. Kettle Chip completes a 12-yarder. Oh, hold on. They've figured out how to catch again. Liability picks up 32 for a nice first down. Here goes Flipper Coin running up the middle. He picks up 9. Kettle Chip on a 2nd and 1 deflected by Pugil Arachnophone. Liability drops the ball, and the Steganauts have got it back again. Yeah. Unlucky. Well, I don't think luck had anything to do with it. I think the coverage on display from the Steganauts is getting the job done. There goes Cenobites. Oh, that's an injury. Engelbert Loudmouth, the promising rookie, has been injured by helmet Cenobite. John Baritone's now in the lineup. It's far too late for him to do anything of meaning. 5-1 is the score, and we'll activate some turbos to get us to the end zone just a little bit faster. Okay. Yeah. Constance. Splendid. Failure with a halfway decent run. Deflected in the end zone by Baritone. Deflected again by Baritone in the end zone. Oh, well, maybe he is making a meaningful contribution. But they do still have to score. Liability picks up 40. Kettle Chip now with a nice flip-out pass. Picks up 20. Flippy now throws it to Baritone, who will score. John Baritone there, rather making a case for why he maybe should be in the lineup. Hold on, Flipper Coin's just picked it off. And Flipper Coin is out for the season. Oh no, Ostentatious Smack is now in, playing at runner, which is, I don't believe, their best position. No. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll be honest, I think Jack Flipper Coin isn't ready for prime time. He plays well-ish, but he's not like, Flippy's, hold on, Larry Splendid has just been taken out by Yaya Lemongrass. Ouch. Oh, you don't want an injury to Larry Splendid. He's barely holding it together as it is. 5-2 is the score. There's 3 plays left in the game. Nobby Harefoot's getting a turn, and he put in 4 yards. Baz gets his 5th touchdown of the game, and that'll call it. Final score, Steganauts 6, Stardozer 2. Player of the game, Helmet Cenobite. Yeah. Good old Helmet Cenobite. 218 receiving, 1 touchdown, 7 pass deflections, and an injury inflicted. David Onions gets number 1 for Stardozer with 55 fan points. Didn't do anything on offense to speak of, but he got a tackle for loss, a couple of deflections, and an interception, along with, a chunk of tackles there. So there you go. There's that one. Oh, we're up next. Okay, cool. Right, BDP. After a slow start to the season, and after not putting in a roster last week, you can bet we've put one in this week. And we're taking on the Pathfinders. I think this could be Linfield Muscles' best game. Either that, or we're actually going to stomp them. It is a frozen game, though. Yeah, maybe I should have paid attention to that beforehand. Oh, well, never mind. Take Me Down Mikey's going to get us going. And he's running immediately and gets 3 yards. Dirk Shafter looking for a pass. Finds Linfield, who easily breaks that first tackle. It's Ross Puke. What's he going to do? Steve comes up with a sack. Good lad, Steve. Houston Flamberger down the sideline. That's a good call. Yeah, he's going to be tricky to mark. Dirk Shafter runs, gets nowhere. Slugworth is sacked by Steve. Steve. Take Me Down Mikey gets him the first down, though, as Flamberger makes another good catch. Shafter gets sacked by Steve. Emmental Helmet there, making a block. I didn't put him in the lineup. I thought maybe I did. I don't know, but Daxter just made an interception and Steve's just made a catch. Multiple things that don't often happen, and Steve's off for 37 yards. He's now running the ball. He only picks up 1. Emmental on 2nd and 8 picks up a bit. 3rd and 3. Ross chucks it. Julio Lobster with the catch. Steve throws. Lobster goes. Smacks Dirk Shafter about the face and neck and gets us a touchdown. Lovely old job. Flamberger with another good catch. He's carrying the team right now. Linfield making a 3-yard gain. Marsha Slugworth with the attempted throw is deflected by Daxter. Mikey runs it, but he doesn't get anywhere. Daxter making a catch and getting a first down. 19 as BDP take possession once more. There goes Daxter once more. Oh, yeah. Yeah, another 23 yards. Love to see it. Emmental, not a lot of running going on there for Emmental. Ross throws. Lobster, touchdown. Yes, bruv. Diego comes up with a sack. Nice one, Diego. My defensive line is a horror story, if you have to face it, just in case you weren't aware. They really are, this season, ridiculous. Ross throws a 20-yarder there, and the BDP offense is showing that it works. 25-yard gain from the pass from the Murray, and Lobster's got another one, and that's his 20th of the season. Currently 3-0 BDP after 30 plays. Julio gets a sack. Oh, yeah, love it. There goes Julio again. He gets some nice blocking from his team, and he's in the end zone. All right, Mikey managed to pick up a remarkable 4 yards there. Shafter tried it, didn't work. Slugworth, looking for someone to throw to, taking all day about it, and Linfield Muscles had battered poor little Ross Puke and managed to find an open lane. There's a fumble, and we've recovered it, and Steve's going places. Nice one, Steve. Lovely job. Okay, here's Ross, and that's Daxter with the catch. He'll get the first down a little bit more. Nice 21-yard gain there. Steve with the throw, and that's complete as well. Julio getting that one. Emmental. Well, that's another 1-yard run there, Emmental. That's not the game plan, son. You're in because apparently you can throw. We went 3 and out there. Yeah, well, it happens. It happens to some teams. Yeah, okay, I suppose. Mikey picking up another 2 is Shafter, and he's injured by Steve Murray. Martin Slug now in the lineup. Steve making another catch. Did a little swerve around there to just thump a couple of people. You'll have to see it. Steve now running the ball. And that's a touchdown. Yeah. Okay, Mikey tries running it some more. There's not against this team. No, this line is a literal horror story unless your blockers are simply amazing. What's happening? 2nd and 10. Steve with the ball. Steve throws the ball away. He doesn't like it, or he couldn't see. Emmental tried running it. It's not the game plan, Emmental. You're supposed to throw it. You're better at throwing than running, so throw it. Diego coming up with another sack. Nice. There goes Julio, and he's going to go somewhere. He picks up another 29. Steve throws. Good catch from Daxter. Emmental with the throw to a terrible location on the field. Daxter with a touchdown. Super job. It's 6-0. I think we can probably accelerate this one a little bit. I know it's my team, but I mean, there comes a point where you kind of go like, oh no, make the violence stop. Yeah. Go on, Steve. 9 yards. 3rd and 1, and it's stopped. Oh, I don't think we'll ever get over it. Slug finds himself deflected. Steve Murray's first deflection of the season. Goodness me. Ross throws. It's Lobster with the catch, and that's a 27-yard gain. Murray. There's a dead player down there. Linfield Muscles has been taken out by Steve Murray, and that's him done for the season. Oh, that's nasty. Linfield Muscles, Clivey Goalmouth, he's come in off the bench and scored a touchdown. Yeah, that's what you want to see. That's the ticket right there. Heroic. Obviously being left out of the lineup to avoid being murdered. Clivey Goalmouth comes in and goes, I'm Clive flipping Goalmouth. I'm actually the best. Yeah, another touchdown for BDP. Yeah. Okay, Slugworth tries it. It doesn't work. There we go again. Slug can't tackle. Daxter's in the end zone. Mikey makes a 9-yard gain. That will be his best of the game. Yeah. Mikey, nice 32-yard passing play there. Slug throws deflected by Daxter. That was caught by Goalmouth. Daxter with another deflection. Slug tries to run it. Hasn't read the memo where it doesn't work, but we could have another score here. There's last play of the game. It's deflected by Daxter. The final score, BDP 8, Red Star 1. Steve Murray star of the game. Really? There's a shocker. 110 fan points with 96 passing, 73 rushing, 60 receiving, 2 touchdowns, 3 sacks, pass deflection, and 2 injuries inflicted, and 19 tackles, which is probably the most of the week. Sorry, I got cat hair on my glasses. I may have forecast that we were about to ruffle stomp the Pathfinders. Houston Flamberger got their Star Player of the Game award, though, with 85 receiving yards and 2 deflections. Kevin slung a $5 into the Injured Players Fund. Yeah, gracious. Okay, right, moving on. Well, I mean, that's a relief rather than anything. Yeah, it is. Budget are taking on the Wizards. Interesting game, this one, given that neither team has put in a game plan this week. Both coaches are tied up in the real world, so we're going to start this one at high speed, given that both coaches are a little bit AFK. It's a blessed game as well, so it could be quite exciting. If it looks like it's getting... I'll do the reverse to the normal. If it looks exciting in the second half, I'll slow it down again. Yeah. If it doesn't, I won't. What's happening so far? Nothing. Neither team can make a play. Okay. I mean, you've got to go with budget. You've got to say that budget are on it, but to be honest, budget season has not gone the way that you would expect. No, Pogribniak, nice catch for the Wizards. Bubbly, a touchdown. 8th touchdown of the season for Bubbly Merchandise. Yeah, the Wizards have got 1 win this season, and that was against me, because I was experimenting, and I shouldn't have been. Yeah. Wizards with possession right now, 3rd and 6. That's complete to Lenny Luxury. And he's down at the 1 yard line. Apex Manticore 2 Luxury in the end zone, and it's now 2-0 Wizards. There goes Disco. That's a 55-yard catch. Capsicum Disco about 600 yards away from the 10,000 receiving yard mark. Won't be the first to get there, but I mean, you know, you should celebrate when your player makes 10,000 yards in their career, because it's nice. You know, it's a good thing to have achieved before dying. Manticore is going to pick up a first down for the Wizards on a nice run. Luxury now gets them back inside the 4 yard line, and there's another touchdown. Wizards now up by 3. Really? Capsicum drops the ball. Stochastic making a catch there. But they're out on 3rd down. And here we go back the other way again. 3rd and 6. Manticore can't make it. Back to budget. Sacked by Manfred Textures. Beeman Hurricane tries a run. No. All of this effort is for naught. Pogribniak moving the ball for the Wizards again. Luxury gets inside the 10 yard line. Pete can't get anywhere, but that's another touchdown. It's now 4-0. 4-0 Wizards over budget. Not normally. But when you are de-helmed at the team, you don't play the team the way that you have designed it. So it's one of those things. But I think it's fair to say that neither of these teams are really expecting to be in the running for postseason anyway. And that's fair enough. Sometimes you need to take a little breather. Yeah. Bubbles chucks it. Stochastics made the interception. Harry Snowman now trots the ball for 7 yards. Pogribniak with a deflection. 3rd and 3, nothing doing. This is a low yardage affair from budget, but Stochastics made an interception. At least one budget player really wants it. And that player is Fenchurch Stochastic. 3rd and 12. Viscount Heat tries to run it again. And no. There goes Lenny Luxury. He's doing well for himself these days. He's doing all right. Pogribniak as well. Eddie Pogribniak has really come into his own this season. He's always been a reliable kind of rotation player, but this year, most definitely appearing as a starter candidate and putting in solid performances across the way. There's Donna Baps making an interception for budget, and they're throwing at the Capsicum, which is a tried and tested move that they should be doing pretty much exclusively, in my opinion. Harry Snowman, nice evasion, gets a touchdown. Budget on the scoreboard. Merchandise throws, and it's Manticore with the catch. Manticore then throws it, and Stochastic has got a 3rd interception in this game. Woo! That's nice. Disco gets a touchdown, and budget are all of a sudden not a million miles away from being back in this one, but time is running away. There are 13 plays left. This 3rd and 11 is important, and they did make the stop and then throw an interception immediately. Hold on, they picked it off straight back again. Donna Bapp's 2nd interception of the game as Disco doesn't manage to break that final tackle. Fenchurch has not quite got the pace for it. But that's 2 back-to-back plays that were good, but they need this one, and they're in. 6 plays remaining, and it is currently 4-3. I'll slow it down if Budget get another possession. But I'm not feeling it. No. Well, there we go. There's your other possession you were talking about. This is the last play of the game. All right, whatever. No. Final score, Wizards 4, Roadies 3. The Wizards just managing to hold on. The efforts of Fenchurch trying to bring the Roadies back into the game were too little, too late. But it is Stochastic who gets player of the game with 5 pass deflections and 3 interceptions. Not bad. Destiny Sapling gets player of the game for the Wizards. Not a lot of visible contribution, but 26 pancakes, a sack, a pass deflection, an interception, and 12 tackles. Lots and lots of little things, none of which are terribly flashy. Good game, though. Yeah. All right. The Bongolia Sea Raiders are trying to turn their season around as they take on the sweaty Marsupials, who are currently carrying the #1 pass offense in the league. Why? Frenchman. Oh, yeah. Jackie Mercury. Yeah. Tonga Coriander. All right. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, but it's a beautiful day for some Brutalball. So who knows how this might manifest in terms of on-field performance and indeed final result. Jeff, you have properly scuffed up my glasses, old boy. It's Mercury who gets us going, and that's a 3-yard pass. Excitement. The Frenchman throws it. It's intercepted by Muzio, and he's trotted that one back, giving Bongolia their first look at the game. Mike Heimlich can't get anywhere. Paul Crapwhistle can't get anywhere. And Barty Conedrop can't get anywhere. Oh, no. Let's hope that's not a sign of things to come. Tonga Coriander making a catch. Running a really long way with it as well. 59 yards, and that takes Tongo over 1,000 yards this season. Emile Dardar making a catch from the Frenchman. And on 2nd and 10 now, Jackie Mercury completes another 2-yarder, barely worth the effort. The Frenchman throws it, comes up short, and we're back with Bongolia. Mike, nothing. Come on, Paul. There we go. Crapwhistle, he's away. He has loosed the gates and gained 17 yards. Cone drop picks up 6. Mike. Come on, Mike. Nothing. Okay. Crapwhistle, first down. Okay. The almighty ground game of Bongolia will no doubt be looking for another superstar blocker in the draft this season as they throw the pass away. Given that passing isn't something they do, it's hardly surprising. Bongolia doesn't like the sun. Ain't that the truth? Yeah. Coriander gets an 8-yarder. Dardar throws, whip it with the deflection. 3rd and 2. Mercury's forced back, but he manages to get the ball away to Coriander for the first down, which is unreasonable. Emile Dardar running it, gets tackled by Paul Dagger behind the line, but on 3rd and 12, Dardar makes the catch, and the team captain is off to the races. And the racing finish line was in the end zone. Sweaty Marsupials now up 1-0. Muzio with a 10-yard gain. And Speedball Jones for the Marsupials has been injured by Ziggy Whippet. Martin McHosepipe now making an appearance for the team. We'll see what sort of difference that is. Well, an immediate difference. McHosepipe making a catch, getting 17 yards. Here comes the Frenchman on 1st and 10. Throws another one. Hosepipe got the ball again. Only picks up 18 yards there, but I mean, a catch and a go and a first down is, I mean, what more do you want from life? Not a lot, I reckon. Mercury to the end zone. No. Frenchman. He's going to walk it in. Cheeky Frenchman gets a 7-yard touchdown for himself on the ground. Bongolia back in possession. Have got themselves a 3rd and 7, and Conedrop fumbles it into the hands of Alan Prototype, but it was not a first down effort. Emile Dardar. Another nice catch, another nice run. 30-yard gain. The Frenchman throws, touchdown. 3-0 now. Sea Raiders struggling to make much headway either side of the ball. The defence is not there. The offence is not clicking. We had a flash of exciting rush offence, but it didn't come off as the Frenchman catches a 39-yard pass and then throws a 2-yard. Emile tries to get in. Doesn't work. Jackie Mercury on 3rd down. Deflected in the end zone. But that stuffs the Sea Raiders into their own scoring zone. They try a pass to get out of there, which doesn't work. Cone Drop's going to try a pass as well. No, he's given up on that. And then he gets eaten by a tree. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, back in with the Marsupials again. It's 3-0 right now. Coriander gets them down to the 5-yard line. Dada, looking for a friend, picks out Coriander again, who ends up picking up just a couple of yards. Mercury throws, touchdown, accelerate the game. So there's a 4-score delta. We can't run the game at a 4-score delta. We've got to chomp through it. Yeah. Emil Dada picks off another pass, and Bongolia's passing has been non-eventful today. Well, I mean, I say non-eventful, it's been awful. Dada runs one in. 5-0 now, Marsupials. Crap Whistle with another decent enough run. But it's inconsistent. Ziggy Whippet is making a play. 31-yard gain. And that takes Ziggy over 4,000 yards in an illustrious career that is almost certain to be cut short, assuming Ziggy isn't retiring this season. I don't remember how old Ziggy Whippet is. I don't have it all memorised. I've got some understanding of it. Mongolia just scored. Hooray! Mikey Heimlich there, getting a touchdown for the Sea Raiders. Still, 1 quarter of play left, and the Marsupials currently have a 4-score lead, but Mongolia have the ball again, but they're not getting anywhere, and they get nowhere. Bark Formaldehyde for the Marsupials is out on a season-ending injury as Big Rod McGurk makes a statement tackle there. Obviously, it's hard to say how much impact Bark Formaldehyde was having, but Ziggy just got another touchdown. It's now 5-2. That's still too much delta. Too much delta. 1st and 10. The Frenchman's running the ball. Picks up a 12-yard gain. Dada throws. And that's a 4-yarder. 2nd and 5. Dada is close. 3rd and short. And Dada's dropped the ball. Mongolia have got it back again with 9 plays left on the clock. And that's Mike's best run of the game for 31 yards. Crap Whistle now has fumbled it into the hands of Coriander. Oh, Ziggy's retiring this year. Oh, okay, right. Well, never mind then. Well, he got to 4,000 yards before his career ended. So, you know, that's something he'll be able to tell the grandkids if he lives that long. McHosepipe gets them close. And the Marsupials throw it away on the last play of the game. The final score, Marsupials 5, Mongolia 2. Star of the game, Emil Dada, who is just barely over 130 yards total offense and 1 interception. Yeah, not a big performance then. Big Rod McGurk gets the star of the game for the Sea Raiders. 45 pancakes, good day. And a sack and an injury inflicted there. Well, yeah. All right, up to the top. Panacea Transport, a take on the Ergmenenflex Chroniclers. It is a family battle, everybody. There are 2 potential family battles that I'm aware of in this game, and this is one of them. Who's your money on? Do you think it's going to be Flappy? No, hold on, they've got Chet Vacant. Let's go, Chet. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm all about Chet Vacant, everybody, because he's my player. And I sold him to get Julio Lobster. Bargain. It's a blessed game, so this could be a big scorer. Did you get Julio Lobster in that deal? I know I had to give up a couple of players, but I think I got Julio out of that. Flapjack gets nothing on 1st down. It's Julius Hardware. Ergmenenflex starting with the ball. Flash Bandit making a nice 24-yard catch. Gordon Tugboat's getting a start, and he's thrown that one pretty much nowhere. Flapjack running again, and this time he's going. Yeah. Gabe Transistor eventually tripping him up, and it's a halfling-on-halfling battle in that one. Tugboat on 2nd and 8 throws, caught by Roman Squats. They brought the big lad into the lineup, and he gets the touchdown. You gave me ASMR and Lobster for Chet and Villoni. I don't recall having a Villoni on my team. Oh, Violin, Rhett Violin. Amazing player in the future, potentially. Anyway, Chet's just thrown a 19-yarder. Diego and Lobster in one trade. Beautiful. Chet looking to throw, completes one, and it's Cordelia Benzedrine with another good catch. Hanky Fungible throws it, but Flash has made his 50th career interception. The greatest ball hawk in the league has hawked another ball. Julius Hardware now on 2nd and 6 as Ogmelenflex continue possession, but he doesn't get anywhere. But Flash has made another catch, and that's a first down. Yeah. And there goes Hankey with an interception. And Peninsula have the ball back. It was Durham Injection. Again, another good player who's going to be exceptional in the future. Fungible throws one. Benzedrine's got a 14-yard catch. Gabe chucks, caught by Benzedrine again. Chet throws, and that one is caught by Benzedrine again. Is Gabe going to run for us? Not really. He gets 5 yards. Chet looks. Fungible. Touchdown. 1-all. Okay, Heidi Gruert with the deflection on first down. A sack from Kilkenny Prohound on second down, but Flash makes the catch and he's away. And that's a 36-yard gain off the pass from Gordon Tugboat. Flapjack now running it, and once again he's managed to evade trouble and picks up 23 yards. He's still short of the 1,000-yard mark this season as Benzedrine makes an interception. Chet looks, throws. Cordelia's got the catch, but it's short. No, it is the first down. Hank is sacked by Charlie Monkey Cage. Transistor is stuffed behind the line, and Chet on third down is sacked by Sven Ikea. Okie dokie. Yeah, there goes Flash, and that's a touchdown. Ogmelenflex back in the lead. Okay, Chet, no. 3rd and 10, Hank. He avoids enough trouble, and the captain has got a 17-yard gain. Peninsula maintaining possession. Gabe picks up 3. Here's Chet on 2nd and 7, and he's going to run the ball, which he really shouldn't do. It's a 4-yard gain, though, and on third down they get nowhere. Flapjack, a big open hole in the middle of the field, but he's pushed back and can only gain 3. Roman squats with another good catch, and he's broken 2 tackles there before being brought down after 31. Here comes Tugboat, and he gets 17. Okay, Flapjack is going to have a clear path to the end zone. Ogmelenflex now up 3-1. Gabe Transistor, though, he's going back the other way. That's a 27-yard run. A 27-yard run. Chester throws. Fungible on the catch. And that's an 8-yard completion. Half-time rolls around. It's 3-1 right now. But Peninsula have the ball. Although that one's deflected by Flash. Gabe through the middle. Can't make it. And Ogmelenflex are back in possession. But Roman Squats has dropped that one. Tugboat's got this, though. And there's no one anywhere near him. Benzedrine's going to come in and make the tackle. But that's 37 yards. Tugboat throws. Caught by Squats. Touchdown. Okay. Transistor gains 2. Chet throws. Caught for 11. It's now 4-1. Hank with a good run picks up 17, but so far Ogmelenflex have been stalled out rather too quickly. This drive, however, is actually going somewhere. Fungible? No. Transistor? No. 3rd and 9. It falls to Chet, who completes to Cordelia, who's in the end zone, and it's now 4-2. So we need to see some big offense from Peninsula Transport right now, because someone has reminded Flapjack Nope that he's supposedly a starter and supposedly really good. And here he is breaking a whole bunch of tackles, demonstrating that he is actually really good. Benzedrine with the deflection. Flapjack running the ball. Evades the entire opposition, gains 9 yards. That one's thrown out the back of the end zone, and it's a stop for the Transport. There's still 30 plays to go, 2 scores in it, but that's 2 thrown away. Hank's going to try and run it, and that really doesn't work. Flapjack on first down. No, not this time. He's averaging over 10 a play, but Flash has got that catch, and that's in the end zone. Okay, Gabe, good run from Gabe. Transistor picks up 13 yards. Chet looking for a pass, gets just 2 yards. Fungible completes for 3. It's 3rd and 4, and Gabe tries to run it and runs into trouble. So we're back once again with Ogmelenflex. Now down to 20 plays remaining, and the Flex are in possession, and they look pretty tasty. Julie Hardware picks up 39 yards. Flapjack has avoided a bit of trouble, and he's going to avoid all the trouble and get into the end zone. It's his 3rd touchdown of the game. As Gabe makes an actual decent run. Gabe's made a couple of decent receptions so far, but that was a decent run. Chet completes another 9-yarder. And there goes Cordelia. Surely it's too late for a comeback. Nice go from Cordelia as Gabe punches it in. It's 6-3, Ergmellenflex with the ball, and they've completed it to Squats, who isn't going to be tackled by Hank Fungible, not on the first attempt. No, it took Chet to actually make the tackle as the second attempt was broken there. And there goes Flash, and that's a touchdown. That's game over. That's it. That's your lot. You don't come back from 4 down. No, no, no. Heidi Gert with her first meaningful catch of the game, next 21 yards. And then makes another catch. Well, it's almost like they could have thought of that earlier, but didn't. Gabe with the throw, and that's intercepted by Flapjack. Oh dear. And that's a hell of a return from Flapjack. Nope. He's not going to go the distance, though. That's his first interception of the season. And there's another touchdown. It's now 8-3. And the Chroniclers have got this one in the bag. The question is, have they left it too late to make a meaningful impact on this season? There are the points still available to make a run at the playoffs, even make a run at the division, but they're coming from behind on this one. Can they do it? Well, that's going to be an emerging storyline over the next few weeks. Flapjack Note player of the game, 113 passing, 117 rushing, 4 touchdowns, 2 deflections and an interception. Cordelia Benzedring gets player of the game for Peninsula Transport with 205 receiving, an interception, a deflection and a touchdown. Right. Press Play said that's bullying. Well, yeah, it's a bit. Yeah, it is a little bit. Okay, so a win there for Ergmellenflex, and they needed that to stay in anywhere close to being in the season. Next up, you've got Port Biggins Pirates taking on the Colonel Space Agency. Space Agency hotly favoured this season, but the Pirates are looking pretty handy, and they've got a good line as well. Between Four Fingered Owls and Mikey Power Tools, that is a significant line. But the question we're all asking: are we going to see the Dougie Conglomerate show? Well, I mean, that's the only question that really matters. You know, that's the only question that anybody cares about. Is it the Dougie Conglomerate show? I still want him on my team. Angie Railroad is looking for funsies as Port Miggins get the ball first, and that one's deflected by Bill Saturno. Tippitude Williams completes the railroad, and that will be a first down. Anthony Go, and he gets it to Dougie, and Doug picks up a first down. Not a classic Doug Conglomerate play, but it's nice to see him making a contribution. First down again. So far the Pirates moving the ball pretty well, but they have stalled a little. It's 3rd and 7. Angie, no, stuffed. Who runs the ball on 3rd and 7 when your passing game has been effective? I don't know, but Koff Zerma has got a nice catch for 43 yards there for KSA. Zerma is currently wearing the special captain's underwear for Colonel Space Agency. Tippitude deflects on 3rd down, and the Pirates have the ball back, still scoreless so far with 13 plays gone. Tippitude, nice piece of running, gets 9 yards to Anthony Go. Great pass, great catch. Dougie Conglomerate and Charlie Choo Choo for KSA has been injured by Four Fingered Owls, which brings Carl Svazdan onto the field. Doug with another nice catch. Rockhands can't tackle him, and that's a touchdown for Dougie. Big Doug Conglomerate. The Dougster. Dougarello. Rockhands, incidentally, with that catch, that's taken him past 9,000 in his career. Rock is now just picked up another good catch, and Svazdan punches it in. An 8-yard gain, and the KSA have tied things up. Angie Railroad runs it a bit. Not by much, but a bit. Saturno with another deflection. It's 3rd and short, and that one's deflected by Hands. KSA getting the ball back again. McClintock makes a 2-yard catch. McClintock then throwing the ball, and it's deflected by Williams. Svazdan throws it, and Williams gets another deflection, and we're back with the Pirates. Railroad on 1st down. Good running. Managed to fumble it into the hands of Bismarck Heath, which is fortunate, but then they've thrown an interception anyway, and it's Rock who's picked it off. Saturno runs it. Woo, smashed through a Bismarck Heath tackle. That was Angel versus Demon there, and the Angel won it. Hands gets a touchdown, and the Space Agency have taken the lead. Another halfway decent run from Angie Railroad. Williams throws it, and despite there being 2 receivers there, neither of them caught it. Saturno makes his 6th deflection of the season and gets the ball back for the team. And Saturno, though, with a heck of a run. A 36-yard run for Bill Saturno. Very nice. Raz throws to Zerma, and it's now 3-1 to the Space Agency. And there's a fumble, but it was recovered by the Pirates. But then they throw an interception again. And Saturno has got the range. And that's a pick 6 for Bill Saturno. Well, it's scoop and score for Bill. No, it was an interception. Well, flipping heck. Saturno's having a game, isn't he? Little bit, yeah. Dougie. There he goes. The Doug Man. Dragon Man Doug. 5 catches for 146. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Tipitude tries to run. It's 3rd and goal. Anthony go. End zone. Doug Conglomerates. That's his 15th of the year, averaging 1.5 a game. That's not that spectacular. Really isn't. Zerma is taking it back the other way, and it feels like both offenses have started to open the gas tap a little bit now. As Zerma goes again off the pass from Svazdan. Breaks a couple of tackles but can't get all the way in, and it's down to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal. Clintock. Touchdown Zerma. 5-2 at the moment. KSA looking as good as they did on paper, and they look good on the field as well, which is the place where you really need to look good. Looking good on paper is only any good if you're a supermodel. Tipitude Williams picking up 22 yards off an Anthony Go pass. Angie Railroad has been taken down by Koff Zerma. Well, that's the end of the game then. Freddie Two-Beard has subbed in. You don't just replace Angie Railroad. No. No, you genuinely don't. Zerma gets another 27 yards there, and Hans gets the next one. This is some fast, powerful receiving coming from the Colonel Space Agency. Freddie Two-Beard's first play of the game is a 5-yard run. Tipitude then picks up one more. Anthony Go on 3rd and 3. He doesn't go. No, he's been stuffed. Yeah, 2nd and 11. KSA. Hans has got the ball again and a 1st down. Here's Fazdan. He's running it. He punches a couple of people in the noggin and picks up 9. Saturno now throws a short one to Zerma, who gets 14 yards. And all right, okay, let's not hang around here. No. Dougie. Another 30 yards run from Dougie Conglomerate, and he's going again, look. Another 35 yards. Yeah. You know, it'd be ideal if he had a bad performance, right? Touchdown, Tipitude. Because you might be able to get him for cheap. As it stands, you'll be lucky to get him at all. When I want a player, I can find a deal. Svazdan with a nice run there. As Williams makes an interception on his own 1-yard line, but they throw another interception, and that's Bill Saturno's 2nd pick 6 of the game. Oh boy, yeah. Oh, that's sickening. Bill Saturno having a hell of a game, and Zerma's in again. It's now 9-3. Sure. Crumbs. Saturno running the ball. And Tipitude Williams has been injured by Koff Zerma, bringing in Randall Fripp. There's another score, look. Yeah, it's got ugly. Saturno's made his 5th interception of the game. He's running the ball again. The man is on fire. Hans with another touchdown. Oh, stop the game. Stop the game. This has become a complete total smackdown. It's holy mackerel. Yeah. Zerma's on the move once more. It's not even a blessed field. The thumb screws are well and truly being turned, and Zerma's in again. Oh, it's 12-3. Mercifully, the game is almost over. Mercifully. Now, I'm going to let you chew on that. I'm going to feed this cat. Flipping heck. Well, that was a record again. Yeah. Bill Saturno, player of the game, 124 fan points, 113 of which are on defense. 104 rushing, 87 passing. Is that all? Felt like more but wasn't. 5 deflections, 3 interceptions, 2 of which went for touchdowns. That's upsetting. Player of the game for the Pirates was Dougie Conglomerate, 222 receiving, 2 touchdowns and a deflection. Cripes. Yeah, it was 12-3 the final score, but only 655 yards for the Space Agency. I mean, that's a good number of yards right there, but it could very easily have been more. Very, very easily have been more. Well now indeed. We whip it back up to the top of the table and the Ov City Axemen are taking on Cheerio Incorporated. Okay. Yeah. Okay. What do we think about these teams? Cheerio continue to disappoint me. Ov City are what Ov City are. Pritchard Serenity is a heck of a player. Flunkerson's playing pretty well as well. And so is Blue Pill. And that is their offensive dealio. They're not quite... they're not quite big yardage enough, but they're solid, and with the way that Cheerio are playing this season, they could be onto a winner here. Anyways, Pony Genocide on 2nd and 7, and Pony is sacked by Cliff Goatscream. Rosemary busted on 3rd and 9, gets the first down for Cheerio though. Alan Twerp, the team captain, putting a lot of effort in there to gain not an awful lot of yards. Genocide throws the ball, but worthless with the interception, with the deflection either. But Ov City take over. Wheel spin gold there, picking up a 14-yard catch. Flunkerson runs for 4. Okie on 2nd and 6. Blue Pill's going around the outside. And that's a comfortable first down. Serenity throws, caught by Gold again. Being covered by Dave the Toast King. Yeah. Blue Pill, 2nd and 7. And that's a touchdown. Worthless. Axemen take the leads. Genocide making a catch and then fumbles the ball. Good times. But it is recovered by his own team. It's now 2nd and 13. Rosemary busted throws to Alan Twerp. And that's a 3rd and 4. Twerp now with the ball. Good throw. Good catch from Eric Wannabe. And a 22-yard gain. Genocide throws. Intercepted by Flunkerson. And Serenity's running it on first down. And is still running it on first down. Picks up 21 yards in total. Flunkerson gains 3. Here's Blue Pill through the middle of the pack. Comfortable first down there, 10-yard gain. Flunkerson working his way out towards the sideline, gets 18. Flunkerson now with the pass, throws to Worthless, and that is a touchdown. Okay, 2nd and 10, Cheerio. Sack comes in from Paddy Finucane. And Rosemary Busted can't get anywhere on 3rd down, and Ov City have taken over again. Flunkerson runs for another first down. Flunkerson now with the ball, tries to run it again, but it doesn't work. Blue Pill throws, caught, but it's a short one. 3rd and 4, Serenity. Caught by Worthless, who's in once more, and it's now 3-0. And Flunkerson has just intercepted it again. Serenity throws, Worthless with the catch. Is down at the 4-yard line. Flunkers throws it, Worthless with the touchdown. It's 4-0. Oh, there's Eric Wannabe. He's wide open, but he is quite slow. So that's only a 39-yard catch. But at this stage of the game, you kind of go, that's brilliant. That's like the best play I've ever seen in my entire life. It's 3rd and 12. And it's intercepted by Flunkerson with his 3rd interception of the game. Okay, yeah. It is not going right in the land of Cheerio. As the Axemen are in a calm and controlled and collected manner, moving the ball easily, fluidly, and scoringly. 5-0. Okay, Cheerio are having nothing here. They're getting not a lot. Wheel Spin Gold has found himself injured by Dave the Toast King, bringing in Gibby Love Handles for the Axemen. We'll see what sort of action we'll get from Gibby Love Handles presently, I'm sure. Cheerio have worked their way into the Ov City half of the field, though, and Rosemary Busted has got them another first down. Okay, Busted are now on first down. Throws. Wannabe's got the catch, and they're inside the 10. Can it be? Could it? Maybe. Goatscream picks up a sack. Busted is clear, but not clear enough. Yeah. Half-time rolls around 5-0. And the Axemen just got the ball back, but they've got to clear their own end zone. Worthless drops the ball. And they get sacked on the 0-yard line. And yeah, no, that's normal. It was on the 0-yard line. It wasn't in the end zone. Should have been a safety, wasn't. but that's okay too. It's 3rd and goal though, and that's a sack, so never mind. Back to the Axemen once again, and that means I'm going to agitate the accelerator. It's a 5-score delta. Yeah. You know, you people in the chat aren't clever, right? You know you're not being clever. You know you're making it so that I'm going to have to make a switch of things, aren't you? I mean, I know that like about 3 people are actually paying attention to this stream, but that's not the point. The point is that, you know, flipping X, show some discipline. Deary me. Anyway, what's going on? Oh, there's a game of Brutalball going on, but not a lot's happening at the moment. It's still 5-0, and Cheerio have just lost possession again. Serenity's completed the love handles, who's just got over their 500-yard career receiving mark. As Blue Pill punches it in. Yeah. Pony Genocide there. Getting a hold on. Flunkerson. That's another touchdown. And Flunkerson's had a busy day defensively. Crikey. Alright, Shandy Worthless has made another interception. And Ob City are starting to look like themselves, except they're not. Ob City are just looking... It's interesting. They're an interesting team in this scenario. Serenity touchdown. Why? Why interesting? Because they're not a big blowout score kind of a team. Normally, they are a close, contained team. They have changed their format in the last season or two from being all-out defense, which was working but not working, and they've switched to a more balanced approach. But the team that they're fielding do seem to still be able to bring some of that defensive gusto to the party, but it's not sacrificing offensive capability. Thank you very much. Final score of City 8, Cheerio nothing. Star player Chunk Flunkerson, 111 fan points for him. 4 interceptions, a pass deflection, and 81 yards passing, and 4 touchdowns. Dave the Toast King gets player of the game for Cheerio with 28 fan points. How did he earn those? Pretty much by turning up for the game. Yeah. Not a good look for Cheerio, who are once again waiting for next season for their fortunes to unravel. Next up, you've got the Wretched Minstrels taking on the Sunshine Fun Bus. Sunshine Fun Bus, another team that is waiting for something to click into place. The Minstrels are off the pace a little bit, having lost one of their 2 super speed receivers, and that has shown up in the results they've been getting. So we're all rooting for the Fun Bus then. Obviously we're all rooting for the Fun Bus. But actually, it doesn't matter who the Fun Bus... The Fun Bus could be playing against me, and I'd be rooting for him. Yeah. Let's go. And that's a tackle for loss on the first possession, and on the second. Colt Rhombus now for the Fun Bus. Completes to Tommy Keys. Poisonous Tommy Keys gets a first down. And then they throw an interception. Lynn Mephisto picking it off. Zodiac throws. Mephisto with the catch, breaks a lot of tackles and gets 21 yards. Pitbull can get nowhere. Randy Flappins throws. Vectrix touchdown. All right, back to the Fun Bus. Come on, lads. Put on a show. Well, the show they're putting on at the moment is not a good show. Rhombus throws. It's Tommy Keys with the catch and the first down. John DeCaro now running the ball, evades a couple and picks up 8. Newton Esperon throws to Tommy Keys, who picks up 25 yards. Rhombus throws. It's caught by Keys, but it's only 3 yards, so he doesn't get me to say his name in an excitable manner if he doesn't do very much. Esperon, no darts. Here's Rhombus to John DeCaro, and he's got a touchdown. It's 1-1. Let's go Fun Bus. Vectrix makes catch 14 yards. They were lucky to contain him there, because usually Vectrix catches the ball and that's the last time you saw him until the next down when he's just scored a touchdown. Yeah. And not in a fun way. Lynn Mephisto gains 19. Here's Jones. Jones overthrows Vectrix. Randy Flappins can't get anything on the ground. Zodiac on 3rd and 9. Completes the Vectrix touchdown. Okay, DeCaro picks up 2. Here's Newton Esperon. And that's deflected by Mephisto. Rhombus throws. Caught by Bite Strong Arm. Who? Exactly. That was his first career catch, and it was for 33 yards. All right, it's 3rd and 10 though. Can he do it again? Yes. That's an 11-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Esperon on 2nd and 10. Completes to Bite Strong Arm, who has another touchdown. It's 2-all. Right now, though, the Minstrels are looking like the better team, as Vectrix picks up 38 on the catch. Jones throws. Randy Flappins has caught that one, gained 3. Flappins now running it. Tries a bit of evasion. It doesn't really pay off. But the ball is still moving, and they've got another first down. The chains have rolled in the way that chains so frequently do. Zodiac on 1st and 10. Looks, pauses, throws. Mephisto, touchdown. Okay, Newton Esperon has a 19-yard gain on the catch. Then DeCaro throws one away. And it's Tommy Keys. Breaks a tackle from Pitbull. And he's down at the opposing 18 yards after 42 gained. Norman Speedboat there making a deflection as Tommy Keys gets him a first down inside the 5-yard line. Rhombus. And that's a touchdown for Strong Arm. And it's 3-all. Okay. Jones running on a 2nd and 8 gets nothing. It's 3rd and 5, and Flappins is going to try and do it, and does it. A 10-yard gain from the halfling. Zodiac throws. Vectrix with the catch. 45 yards. Jones now running it. Good run from Pitbull Jones. He picks up 13, and the Minstrels are at the opposing 6, and that's a touchdown, and it's Mephisto again. 4-3 is the score as we hit half-time. DeCaro, lovely run from John DeCaro, picks up 10. Newton Esperon, no. Rhombus, a big throw, but there was no one there. 3rd and 11, DeCaro throws a short one inside, and nobody's there to receive it. Wrestling Mask makes a deflection. It's 2nd and 10, Minstrels with the ball again, as Pitbull gets a first down. Flappins, nice piece of running, gets 7, is Zodiac. Two Flappins, who keeps the drives refreshing. The drives? The downs. Gets the downs refreshing. Flappins, a lovely piece of running, gets 17. Here's Zodiac to the end zone. Mephisto, touchdown. And there's an interception. Mephisto's picked that one off. Zodiac throws to Lynn once again, and that's a 14-yard gain. Pitbull throws, touchdown Vectrix. It's now 6-3. This was close there for a little while. It's not close anymore. No. The Minstrels are starting to exert the kind of pressure that it's tough to come back from. A good spirited run there from Colt Rhombus, but it's not going to be enough. No, we'll see how this drive goes, but frankly, the accelerator is right here under my mouse button. Yeah, right here. Look. Is Randy Flappins the smallest halfling in the league? That's what we all want to know at this stage of the game. He might just be because he's skinny as well. He is a very slight halfling. You can barely see him. Yeah, Funbus are still moving the ball instantly. It's 2nd and 10. They're on the opposing 12. But on 3rd and 7, can they? No, they can't. Right, that's it then. Right, turbos. That's too many turbos. Fewer turbos than that. There goes Mephisto again. Lynn Mephisto, great player. Great player. Coming towards the end of a career. But a great player nonetheless. And there goes Vectrix. Yep. 7 catches for 172. Colt Rhombus gets himself injured by Ben Radical, and even the injuries can't go the way of the Sunshine Fun Bus, where they're starting to feel like the name of the team is a misnomer. Not a lot of sun, not a lot of fun for the Fun Bus. No, sir. 6-3 is the score. 8 plays left in the game. Minstrel's throw. Mephisto with the catch. And that's a 34-yard gain. Bubble Jet there. Comes off the bench, gets a sack. You'll have to see it. 3rd and 5. Flappins throws. Vectrix touchdown. Yep. 3rd and 8. Nothing doing. Last play of the game. And Vectrix is sprinting once again. Final score, Minstrel 7, Funbus 3. Star of the game, Lynn Mephisto with 154, receiving 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 3 deflections. Bite Strong Arm for the Sunshine Funbus, a mere 27 fan points. Didn't really bring it on defense. 88 yards receiving and a pair of touchdowns. Oof. Oof, indeed. Yeah. Okay, where were we? We were here, which means we're now there. The Beekeepers are taking on the Picks Creek Miners. This game could be a good one. So let's go on with it. Right, okay, let's find the button, press the button. And it's foggy. Well now. Okay. It's going to be Tristram Lawnmower who's up next. And he's sacked by Romeo Titsuk on the first play of the game. Jimmy Drunken is tackled behind the line. And the Beekeepers appear to have found themselves some defence there as Hank Massive gets the ball and runs with it for 8. Mini Sabotage now with the catch and a touchdown. And the Beekeepers take an early lead. Lawnmower gets nothing on the run. Jim Drunken now gets 4. Here's Gertrude Smooth on 3rd and 5. And gets nowhere, and the Beekeepers have got the ball back again. And there goes Hank. And Hank is doing what Hank does, and he runs for 12 yards, evading a bunch of tackles. But that's a sack right there. As Mickle Pickle takes off around the outside of the line, picks up 7, 3rd and 6, and Hank's got the ball again. And he has the first down. And he's still evading tackles as he picks up 21. OT Freemason is sacked once more. Roy Talley coming up with that one. Pickle managing to avoid Gertrude Smooth, and Ezra Custard has been injured by Whiskers Camembert, which brings in Rolf Henchucker. Well, Henchucker has been in the game for the Beekeepers a couple of times this season, and he's played pretty well. I don't even know why. Hold on. Camembert's leaving the building very, very slowly. Took a long time to catch up with Whiskers Camembert, but that was a 72-yard pass. 2nd and 12. Gertie Smooth gets 4, 3rd and 7, and it's deflected by OT Freemason. The Beekeepers getting a stop. And Hank Massive has been injured. That is not what you want to see as a Beekeeper. Dirty Woods has subbed in as Henchucker makes a 46-yard gain. And, yeah, Woods tries to pull a Massive and he gets stuffed behind the line. Freemason tries to pull a Massive and gets stuffed in the middle of the line. And you could just feel the joy leave the team as Hank the Boy Massive went down to a filthy injury. Dirty Woods there picking up 3. Freemason throws to Pickle. Mickle Pickle with a good turn of speed gets them down to the 2-yard line. Pickle now with the ball throws. Henchucker touchdown. 2-0 Beekeepers right now, but they're down 2 starters. I mean, who knows? The Miners are a good team. The Miners are a good team. But it's another 3rd and 11, and Jimmy Drunken runs into a brick wall. Dirty Woods has fumbled the ball. Mina Failure picks it up. Tristram Lawnmower gets nothing on 1st down. Jim Drunken loses yards on 2nd down. And on 3rd down, they manage to complete to Justine Vanderpoel, who will get them 22 yards, and the chains move. 2nd and 7. Jimmy Drunken, tackle for a loss. Gertie Smooth, evading a lot of Beekeepers there, picks up 3 yards. And it's not enough for the 1st down as Dirty Woods makes a meaningful contribution with a 6-yard gain. Woods throws to Henchucker. It wasn't Woods, it was Mason, Freemason. Whatever. Mini Sabotage breaks 2 tackles, gains 39 yards. Woods now looking to throw, and that one's deflected by Camembert. Freemason completes the pass to Henchucker, and Henchucker's down at the 2. Pickle tries a late run and it didn't pay off. But Woods throws to Sabotage, and the Beekeepers are now up 3-0. Beekeepers are having their best season so far, right? All those things. Half-time rolls around, Beekeepers up 3-0, but the Miners are not done yet. And Mickle Pickle is dead. Killed by Pamela Mustard, and Ted Shirley has subbed in. The Beekeepers having their best season so far. And that's a starter who's out, but they've just scored again. It's now 4-0. As a goodness gracious, the Miners complete the pass there. And the thing is, the Miners are not moving the ball. The Beekeepers keep losing players, but the Miners are incapable of moving the ball. Woods throws, Sabotage with a catch. And she's into enemy territory immediately. Breaking another tackle will get down to about a 20 off a 60-yard pass. Freemason evades trouble, fumbles it into the hands of Hippie Impact. And the drive stays alive. Ted Shirley now running around the outside of the line. Nice pickup for 7. 3rd and 2. Woods. And he's past the line as well. Beekeepers showing the kind of gusto that you don't expect. It's 5-0. Which means we hit the afterburners, which I hadn't anticipated doing in this game. No. Well, there it is. There you go. Oti Freemason's been injured by Pamela Mustard. The gods of the fog hate the beekeepers. And yet the beekeepers stubbornly refusing to not win this game. They are ahead 5-0 right now. I don't know how many starting players they've got left, but it ain't many. Yeah. They are delivering on defence, though, it has to be said. The number of tackles for loss and sacks they picked up in this game are impressive. Yeah, I mean, there's not going to be a lot of celebrating. The Miners, they're getting their first score of the game. They do theoretically have time to get back into this one, but they've got to get a wriggle on. They've got the ball back. Titsuk gets his third sack of the game. Sabotage has 8 sacks in her career now following that one, and that's another beekeeper first down. That will surely get them the win. But at what cost? Though, quite a lot of cost, I'm not going to lie. That's quite a high cost. 3rd and 6, beekeepers throw. Is that Mank Chestbladder who's in? Apparently. Okay. Have they got... Yeah, no. I mean, Mank Chestbladder might be a good player in 3 seasons' time. He isn't one now. No. There you go. Game's over. So no further injuries can be inflicted in this one. Final score, Beekeepers 5, Picks Creek 1. Player of the game is Pamela Mustard, who just set a record. No, didn't set a record. Pamela Mustard with 163 fan points, 2 injuries and a kill and 8 sacks. Well, that's a performance right there. Mini sabotage for the Beekeepers, though. 78 fan points, 206 receiving 3 touchdowns, and a bit of everything on defense. Crumbs. Yeah, crumbs indeed. But that keeps the Beekeepers in the mix for postseason, which is quite exciting. Next up, you've got Edgeslum versus the Grunt Auto Group. Okay, all right. Bike Breaker Billy, of course, used to play for Grunt. Has he brought some sense of, all of that, Really? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, you've got Georgie Cones, who, of course, used to play for Edgeslum, versus Bike Breaker Billy, who used to play for Grunt. Is there much enmity between these two players? As Tiger Styles, throws across his body for an 8-yard gain to Larissa Tornado, who has just signed for the Grunt Auto Group. I mean, that's a signing. Gendrich Grippy makes a 32-yard gain. Tiger Styles is going to run for a bit after the catch on this one. Picks up 19. Styles now with the ball. Throws. Grippy. Touchdown. Bike Breaker on first down gets a 4-yard gain. The Surgeon throws. Jobs got done, has got the ball, and he's busted a few tackles there, gets 21 yards. Kaz DeMug throws an interception, and it's been picked off by Larissa Tornado, who's not only just come into the team, but is wearing the captain's furry necklace. Grippy, touchdown. Yeah, okay. The Surgeon makes a catch from Bike Breaker, and it's a 9-yard gain. Kaz DeMug on 3rd and 4. And it's complete to Dunn. Here's Billy on first down. Complete to Mulawab. Mulawab gets a first down. 36-yard gain. The Surgeon throws. It's caught by Dunn. And that's 16 yards of anybody's money. 2nd and 10 now. Billy throws. Verbose touchdown. Edgeslum's offense there not looking bad at all. Tornado makes a catch. Being covered by Billy. But Larissa picks up 32 yards. Okay, Tiger now gets this one. I'd expect Tiger to be a little bit more spectacular. I mean, this is a very nice run after catch, but Tiger's numbers really suggest that he should be just a hell on toast. He is hell on toast. You just don't notice because he's not flashy about it. I suppose. Tiger Styles has killed Job Scott Dunn. That's the end of his career. Yeah, he's done. Yep. Nomad Gunslinger has subbed in. Done is done. Joe's chucked 20 bucks in the bucket for Pamela Mustard's solo performance. It's the highest fan points you can remember by a player on a team that got raffle stomped. Yeah, the current score is 3-1. Edge Islam are still in it, but they're now down one of their roughest receivers. Obviously, Ron Bongos is out for the season, otherwise you'd be seeing him really hurting people quite a lot. Anyway, Grunt have got the ball again. Tornado making another 20-yard catch. Here's Otto Centrifuge fumbling the ball into the hands of Bike Breaker Billy. Nice recovery there. Billy now throws. It's caught by Mulawab. Larissa closing in for the tackle. Makes a 34-yard gain. Gendrich grippy with the deflection. Kaz the mug. Throws. Is caught by the Surgeon for 5. Billy on 3rd and 5. Runs for the first down. 1st and 10. Surgeon General to Mulawab, 4 yards. Kaz the mug round the outside of the line. Has a lane. And a touchdown. Edge Islam trailing by 1. You've just got to figure out a way of actually stopping the Grunt Auto group. Well, that'd do it. Gus the Hitman Resume coming up with the sack there. And on 2nd down, they get nowhere. But on 3rd down, Tiger's got the ball and he's got acres of field to run into. Nay Frolic. Nay Frolic. Gendrich grip here with another nice catch. I have no idea how I'm going to defend that, dude. I've got an answer for you. Go on. You're not. Oh, right, okay. Tiger, touchdown. President Scroob gets a tackle for loss on that first play, but they then complete the pass as Edge Islam move it again. President Scroob has found himself injured by Gus the Hitman Resume. Don't anger Gus the Hitman Resume. Gus the Hitman Resume is the most violent player in the league. They don't call him Gus the Hitman Resume. You know, that wasn't his original name. No, it was Gustav flipping Resume. But he became known as Gus the Hitman Resume after killing a bunch of people and beating up a bunch of other people. That's why he's got the name. But Edge Islam have pulled another one back. It's 4-3. Okay, Gendrich Grippy with the ball again. Kaz the Mug has been injured by Gendrich Grippy. You've got Olympia Swiss Legume has now turned up on the field for Edge Islam. I've got a feeling that Olympia Swiss Legume is not the most violent player you're going to encounter today. As Gendrich Grippy scores himself a 27-yard touchdown. Pendragon comes up with a sack. It's 3rd and 14. Gunslinger throws to Billy. And the blocking assistance there has freed Billy up to go for the first down. Luther Pendragon has found himself injured by Gus the Hitman Resume. Stoner ruddy crows. Yeah. Verbose has taken off and he's coughed it up. And then picked it up himself as Grunt Auto Group players stumble past it drunkenly, wondering what's happening. Bike Breaker can't do it on 2nd down. 3rd and goal, and the Surgeon gets sacked by Georgie Cones. Back to the Auto Group, and Grippy is heading downtown. Does anyone need anything while he's at the shops? Simple Sim Bill throws one. Larissa Tornado with a catch for 12. Centrifuge runs a bit. Grippy's in there making a block. And that's a 20-yard gain. Styles throws. There's no one there. Is Simbil, and that one's deflected by Verbose. Centrifuge throws. Gendrich, ball carry down to the 7-yard line. Styles, Gendrich, touchdown. That Grippy is going to make Team of the Year. I don't know how he doesn't. Mulawab's got Simple Simbil has been injured by Gus the Hitman Resume. I'm not kidding. Do not vex the man. Olympia Swiss Legume has made a catch, and that's a touchdown. Edge Islam have pulled one back, but they trail by 2 now. But they are starting to chip away at the starting players for Grunt. But Tiger is currently disappearing. A 36-yard run. And that's a completion. Barry Biceps there making the throw. He's come off the bench. Hang on, hello again. I'm pretty good, you know. Grippy gets a 30-yard gain. Styles, Grippy, touchdown, end zone, all of that. 6th of the game. Yeah, you should probably accelerate this. Yeah, but I mean, there's too much violence. We don't want to ignore it. Georgie Cones has been injured by Mocha Badson as Grunt strike back. Ford Sporks is now in the lineup for Edge Islam as Grippy gets his 7th touchdown of the game. Well, this one's got out of hand. Yeah. This is nothing but blood and violence and death and murder. Nomad Gunslinger making a nice play there, getting a 26-yard gain. Grunts have got the win here. Let's not pretend anything else. But What a show put on by the surgeons on the field for Egislam. Tiger picks up 2 yards. He's got 6 carries for 103 in this game, that's an impressive performance from Tiger Styles. Otto Centrifuge grabs 3 there. Bike Breaker now has taken over for Egislam as they manage to get a stop. There goes Mulawab again. Tiger's defending, but he can't make the tackle. And Egislam are inside the 5. Nomad, end zone, verbose. 8-5 the score, 8 plays remaining in the game as Tiger is running for another impressive run. Well, what else would he be doing? Okay, so maybe I didn't need the verb because it was obvious. But the verb was the appropriate one, so I used it. You can get annoyed. Styles throws, caught by Tornado, who's going to score. This game was closer than the scoreline suggests, as Legume is heading up the field. Good contribution, 35 yards. And Verbose has got another nice catch, and he's going to get to the 5. 2 plays left. Nomad Gunslinger throws it out of bounds. Don't know why. Billy is stuffed at the line on the last play of the game. This was a 1,300-yard game. Grunt Auto Group 9, Egislam 5. Yeah. Star player in this one, Tiger Styles, 120 fan points, 250 passing, 130 rushing, 7 touchdowns, and a kill. Gus the Hitman Resume got the star player nod for Egislam. He got 56 pancakes in this game and inflicted 3 injuries along the way. Yeah, Gendrich Grippy also got 118 fan points. Blimey. Yeah. Yeah. Tiger's not player of the week. No, because that wasn't 160 fan points. No, sir. Okay, let's go the other way. It's the Voodoo Boys taking on the Toy Masters. Okay, on paper you go, well, Toy Masters are going to stroll this one. Are they, though? Or is this the game where Brandon Perrell is going to remember just how good he is? It's a beautiful day for some Brutalball. Yeah. Yeah. Scrag Vitamins is going to get us underway. And what's Scrag doing? Well, he's waiting for everybody to get buffed by their coach. And then Scrag is going and gets nowhere. Here's Justin Underworld. Good pass. Klep Bossman with the catch. Breaks the tackle immediately. Mikey Ultra is closest, but didn't make the tackle. Kenny Respect intercepted by Tan Stink Blossom, who's got his first interception of the year, as Brandon does a Brandon. An 18-yard run, and that was quite some pace there from Brandon Perrell. That was quite frightening. Stink Blossom runs on 2nd and 10, and there's nothing doing. Brandon on 3rd down is stuffed by Bossman, and we're back in the hands of the Toy Masters. First down, Justin Underworld can't get much from it. Kenny Respect looks, throws, caught by Bossman again, who's going to get down quite a long way because he's going to prove to be difficult to tackle. 54-yard gain from Bossman, and he's then got the touchdown. 1-0 Toy Masters. Brandon picks up 6 is Gonzalo Lorry, who doesn't do anything. Tan Stink Blossom is stopped short of the marker for the first down, and we're back Toy Mastering just like we did last summer. 3rd and 8. Kenny Respect is tackled from behind, and we're back with the Voodoo Boys again, and there goes Brandon. That's another 20-yard gain. 4 carries so far for Brandon. 44 yards. Not bad. Not winning? No. No. Need another 3 or 4 players like Brandon to actually make a win out of any of this. Stinko picks up a 5-yard gain off the catch. And then there's an interception. CDC's picked it off. Back to the Toy Masters then. Scrag Vitamins running for 9. Underworld looks, throws, caught by Kenny Respect. 13-yard gain. Respect now running the ball slowly. But it's for a first down, so who cares? Vitamins avoids Mikey Ultra and takes a 27-yard trot towards the end zone, where he does his patented end zone dance that looks a little bit how you imagine. There's an interception. Vitamins has picked one off. That's his 7th interception of his career, and that is a touchdown. There goes Brandon. That's 12 yards. Yeah. Pity the rest of the team haven't turned up, eh, Brandon? Stinko throws the first down. Here goes Brandon around the outside, and he only gets 2 on that one. Disappointing. Gonzalo Lorry runs it for 3, and on 3rd down, they throw to Bertha Raccoon, who is here. And is in the end zone. It's now 3-1. The Voodoo Boys pulling it back together off a couple of good plays. Underworld, 2nd and 7. Not much going on there. And then Bossman drops the ball, and the Voodoo Boys have an opportunity to close it down further still. Brandon gets 6. Here's Gonzalo. He's got the first down. And he's still hustling. He gets 14. Stink Blossom on first down. Throws complete to William Perspex. Peril, middle, up, go, in. Oh, first down on the no-yard line. Laurie can't do anything with it. Second down on the 3-yard line, and Laurie scores a touchdown. It's now 3-2. Vitamins makes a bit of a run, gets 23, 7 carries, 75 yards. That's a good average. Here's Respect on 2nd and 10. Thrown, intercepted by Stink Blossom. It's his second of the game, and he's coughed it up. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. Vitamins is proving to be difficult to bring down. Gains 27 yards on the run. They then throw it to Benny Sausages, who's here. And that's another game. It's half time. At the moment, the Toy Masters are leading this one by 1. But I couldn't honestly tell you. The Toy Masters look good right up until the point that they don't. They looked all right on that. Yeah, they did. It's 4-2 now. Laurie, 2nd and 8. No idea where that one was going. 3rd and 8 now. Stink Blossom throws. And it's dropped by Bertha Racker. What a disappointment. You kind of go, well, when it comes down to the end of the game, we'll know who cost us the game. Won't we, Bertha? Won't we? Mikey Ultra there with a strip sack. And he picks up the fumble. And the Voodoo Boys save their blushes after the 3 and out from the previous attempt. And they're moving upfield again. They're to the halfway line. Perspex gets a 7-yard gain, but Peril now has the ball, and he got Ruffle tackled there. But he gained 12 yards anyway. Stink Blossom on the 2nd and 7 completes to Raccoon, and that's a touchdown. 4-3. Voodoo Boys have pulled one back again, but they need to make a stop. Gonzalo Laurie's been injured by CDC. Brock Torque now in the lineup for the Voodoo Boys. Maybe Brock is the magic they need. Or maybe Brock is the player they deserve. Bossman with another catch and run. You know, he gets some good averages there, but it's only because he's so hard to tackle. The Scrag punches another one in, and the golf is spread back out to 2. There goes Brandon on a catch. Bossman can't tackle him. Brandon picks up 34 yards there. Brock doesn't do anything with the ball. Brandon gets stuffed behind the line. Stink Blossom throws it short, and the Toy Masters have it back again with just 1 quarter left in the game. Vitamins picks up 10. And Sausages picks up 5. And Underworld picks up the rest of the field. Almost. Yeah, 50 yards. 50 yards there for Justine Underworld. And Vitamins gets another touchdown. It's 6-3 now. And we don't see the Voodoo Boys coming back from this one. Not without one of those Act of God style games that we had a couple of weeks ago, where everything just went haywire in the last 20 plays of the game. We're inside the last 20 plays of the game, so let's see if this goes a little bit haywire, because if it doesn't, I'll hit the turbos. Brandon on first down. Not a lot there for Mr. Peril. Stink Blossom throws. Bertha with the catch. Down at the 15. They're running out of time if you want to get back into this game, which rather suggests to me you're not going to get back into this game. Yeah. Stinkers throws. It's caught at the 2. Torque. Touchdown Perspex. Well, turnover on this play. Or it is over. It's over. Right. There we go. Hold on, turnover on the next play. William Perspex picks it off. Hold, there may be a game happening right here, and we might be here to see it as Brandon makes one of his better runs of the game, gets 28 yards. Stinko to Perspex, touchdown. 7 plays left, there's 1 point in it. All right, need another turnover though. You could have made a stop, but that's not going to happen now. Not from the 50, no. You need an interception followed by a meaningful return. 5 plays remain. Yeah, this is looking like another Toy Master touchdown, this drive. It's a Toy Master touchdown. That's that then. 3 plays left. Almost a spirited comeback from the Voodoo Boys, but it wasn't. Yeah. It could have been, but no, they didn't want to when it came down to it. Final score, Toymaster 7, Vivi Boys 5. Player of the game is Scrag Vitamins, who had a good one, 191 rushing, 6 touchdowns and an interception. Tan Stink Blossom for the Voodoo Boys got number 1 spot with 180 passing, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Okay, right, to the other side. And the Sports Ball Union are taking on Shady Palms. If you go by the form book, Sports Ball Union should run away with this one, but it's flipping raining, so I up the tempo, because the game slows down in the rain, so you up the tempo by 1 to play at a normal kind of speed. Yeah. Shady Palms have got the ball first. Tower D Burbs there making a 6-yard run. Trevor Fangs picking up 3. Hannibal Panache picking up 2. It's 3rd and 5. Burbs throws. It's caught by Pedro Ubiquitous. His Fangs on first down doesn't get a lot. Panache on second down gets nothing. And Burbs throws to Ubiquitous for a first down. Okay. Fangs runs for not a lot on first down. Panache on second down looking to throw. It's caught by Ubiquitous. And that's a first down. Here comes Burbs. He's running it this time and it doesn't work. Here's Fangs. He's running it again. And this time he's got somewhere and it's into the end zone. And it's 1-0. The Palms take the lead. There goes Bird Dog. Oh, he's good. Yeah, off the pass from Marcel LeJams. Ubiquitous there with a deflection. And it's 3rd and 11 all of a sudden. And another deflection from Denial Saddlebag. Double fumbles. Myra Sacrifice has come away with it, and that's a sports ball touchdown. Hey, we made a stop. Oh, hold on. Never mind. Yeah. Fangs on 3rd down. Basically underarm tosses it to Burbs, who drops the ball. Hold on, there's been a fumble. Sports ball have fumbled the ball, and the Palms have got it back again. Burbs runs for the first down, picks up 6. Fangs on 1 and 10. Throws it out of bounds because he's not good at it. Panache. Fantastic blocking from Trevor Fangs on that one. And Spack Freely has been injured by Ingrid Matrix, bringing Bork Tesla onto the field to see what he can do to contribute to the result, as Panache makes a great run, picks up 20 yards. Burbs throws, deflected by Pellegrino. Fangs tries another run. Doesn't get very far, and it's 3rd and 7. Panache with the ball. And he's sacked by Bird Dog. Back over to Sports Ball, and LeJams has thrown a Sacrifice, who picks up a big chunk of yards there, 43 gained. Pellegrino now running it, gets 8. Farmer Vault style picking up the first down. And we're back to LeJams again, who picks out Bird Dog, who will score. 2 on a Sports Ball as the first third of the game elapses. Because games sometimes happen in thirds, you know. There are sports where that happens. Ice hockey, for one. Yeah. What's happening at the moment? Well, that was a sack. Hannibal Panache just made a sack, and it's 3rd and 14 to Sports Ball, and they cannot convert, giving the Palms the ball back. Burbs throws. It's caught by Saddlebag, but they need 4 for the first down on this play, and they get it. Panache runs. Good blocking again. Shady Palms' downfield blocking is looking like it might have some get up and go to it. But only occasionally. Yeah. Saddlebag's got a catch. He's not going to go very far. But 34 yards is not a bad bit of progress. Panache picks up 4. Burbs doesn't. And then Fangs gets the first down. It's half time. 2-1 is the score. But the Palms have the ball and they are threatening the end zone. Still just threatening it though, and this dog is worse. His bite is worse. Oh, never mind. There was a thing in there, but I couldn't get it out. It wouldn't manifest. Anyway, Sports Ball didn't get anywhere either, and the Palms are having another go. And this time they're in, and it's 2-all. Tesla comes up with his 50th career sack, bringing up a 2nd and 13 for the SBU. 3rd and 2. And Myra Sacrifice not only gets the catch, but has plenty of space on the field to run into. So she runs into some of it and gets 37 yards. LeJams runs on first down and grabs 12. Here's Pellegrino. That felt like it was going quite a long way, but it wasn't. Hold on, that's a fumble. Sports Ball fumbled it and then recovered it. So that was a non-event fumble. Nice run from Panache on first down as the Palms take back over, trailing by 1 with 33 plays left to play. They get the first down. Panache runs again, and this time there's a wall waiting for him, so he doesn't go anywhere. Crystal Lemonade is down, and that's a big impact play right there. Margaret Ann Sprinkles has taken out Crystal Lemonade, who is probably the best blocker for Sports Ball. Is it going to make a difference? We will see momentarily. Brad Adidas has come on instead, and Brad's at least violent. If you can't be good, be violent. That is the Edgeslum methodology right there. Anyways, 3rd and 3. Palms with the ball, get the first down. Here comes Panache, and he's stuffed behind the line by Adidas. 2nd and 12. Burbs throws, caught by Ubiquitous. But right now, Shady Palms low on time. 17 plays left. They trail by 2. Yes, they have the ball, but they need to score pronto, which they should do on this play, but don't. This play, nope. This one, no. Well, okay then. Yeah. No, forget it. Marcel Lejams gets a first down for Sports Ball, and that's probably sufficient for Sports Ball to call this game done. Ingrid Matrix is their best blocker. Really? Could have fooled me. I would have said that Crystal Lemonade was the big dog there. But I haven't got it memorised, so what do I know? Yeah, Sports Ball probably going to score again. Bird Dog, touchdown. 5-2 is the score. 6 plays left in the game. Shady Palms haven't exactly rolled over in this one. They are not having a memorable season at all. But when it came down to it, not enough plays worked. And that's that then. Yeah. They are playing against a decent outfit, though, and there's no mistake there. I mean, they were only out-yarded by 50 yards. Final score, Sports Ball 5, Shady Palms 2. Player of the game was Bird Dog with 68 fan points, 16 pancakes, 75 receiving, a sack and a deflection. Jarvis Judd for Shady Palms got player of the game. Absolutely nothing defensively, but 74 pancakes on offense. Well, 74 pancakes in total. Not bad at all. Not at all bad at all. Not. Right then. Last but one game. Which should we do first? I'm going to say Volcamoose versus Grazer Ridge because that one matters. Whereas Lingo Blend Nomads, you would imagine would be a foregone nomad conclusion. Yeah. Okay. But we'll see, obviously. Yeah. It's going to be the Nomads who get us going, though. Let's see if there is a Nomad foregone conclusion in the offing here. Hilmer Shelf Space will take possession as soon as all of these noises have stopped. There we go. And it's Egon Sanction with a catch, and he's got some room to go. That's a 36-yard play on the first play of the game. Ferrite with a deflection. Melvin Glitch gets lost in traffic and is brought down by Hack Murphy. And that's the end of the drive. Okay, over to Lingo Blend. A sack from Exponential Tyrone, his 30th in his career. Fraggle running it on 3rd and 14 and has nowhere to go. Back to the Nomads. Ilma throws it. Sanction with the catch. Egon Sanction appears to be being marked by John the Plum. Things that are working for 10. John the Plum covering flipping Egon Sanction. That's not going to happen. No. Court Fraggle on 3rd and 11 is going to get a first down. If you ask me, I think there might be a speed problem on the Nomad side of the field as Hack Murphy makes a catch and go and gets 34 yards. Ray-Ban tries running it and there's nothing for him there. Fraggle throws it out of bounds. It's 3rd and 12. The Plum tosses it to Ray-Ban. Ray-Ban has a first down. He's inside the 5 and that's a touchdown. Lingo Blend pull one back. It's 1-all. Tyrone makes a catch, gets 7 yards. Chaka Khan throws it. Melvin Glitch with the catch this time around. And he's past halfway. He's past the opposing 30, down to the 22. Glitch running, and nobody can tackle him. He's not that good. Shelf Space throws one to Glitch, who doesn't get anything. It's 2nd and 12. Chaka Khan throws the interception. Ray-Ban Benefits has picked it off. And Benefits could get as far as the 43. Well, that's how far he did get. Well, I know I didn't make my prediction early enough. Lingo Blend moving it again. Fraggle is stuffed behind the line by Sanction. Nomads take possession back once more. Chaka Khan getting the first down with 12 yards. Now throwing the ball, and that was deflected by Benefits. Glitch to Tyrone. And the captain of the Nomads is running down the side of the field and picks up 32 yards. How long has he been playing receiver? Well, you see, everybody's been looking at fat receivers this season because they've seen what good the fat receivers have already been doing. There'll come a point when fat receivers stop being on vogue, but that day is not today. Fat receivers are still very much the dog, as Tyrone gets another 32 yards on a catch. Glitch punches in the touchdown. It's now 3-1 Nomads. There goes Hack Murphy, being covered by Olivia Chaka Khan. That's a mismatch. Glitch can't make a tackle either. Sanction will bring him down. That's a 54-yard gain. The hackest of Murphys. It's his final career season, if he lives that long, and he's going to score a touchdown here. 110th career touchdown for Hack Murphy. Nice. Yeah. 3rd and 10, Nomads. And Glitch can't do anything with it, and we're back to Lingo Blend again. And they're only trailing by 1 right now. As Benefits makes a lovely run for the first down and gets inside the 15-yard line. 26-yard gain. Fraggle looks, throws, catch down. Brenda, catch down? Yeah, it's a touchdown that was a catch. Brenda Ferrite. Okay. Tyrone runs for 37 yards after the catch there. Fat lad receivers. Hold on, John LaPlum's been injured. Egon Sanction has come up with the damage. Raj Firewall is now in the lineup for Lingo Blend. And he runs immediately and picks up 3 yards. That's a fat lad runner. Yep. 3rd and 4. Fraggle gets the first as we hit half time and the Nomads are up by 1. Firewall throws. Benefits gets a... Ferrite gets a catch for first down. Hack Murphy is doing it again. Ferren Ractor is trying to catch Hack Murphy. Only if Hack gets really tired, which he didn't, and he gets a 54-yard touchdown. Tyrone's going back the other way now. Yeah, 33-yard gain. Seriously, you've got to... I mean, this is interesting because it means that if you're bringing speed receivers defensively, you're going to need to put out some fat in order to tackle the big lads. As Tyrone gets another 13 and the Nomads are inside the 5 and inside the end zone, and it's 5-4 Nomads. There goes Benefits again, and I tell you, that little halfling's playing well. He's run pretty well in this one, and his receiving performance has been solid. Fraggle on 2nd and 10 picks up another 8 for the Nomads, and Firewall is stuffed at the line. Nomads get the ball back again. Did you say Nomads before? I meant Lingo Blend, potentially. Sure. Sanction with the first down off a Chaka Khan pass. Glitch throws to Shelf Space, who gets another first down, 13 yards. Shelfie now throws it. Sanction's got a catch, and it's another 12-yard first down. Nomads moving the ball very nicely indeed, and Sanction's in the end zone, and it's 6-4. Lingo Blend needs to play now. Well, they're trying it. They've got another one out to Murphy, and he's going. 49-yard gain there for Hack Murphy. 2 yards for Fraggle. Raj gets 2. Ray-Ban on 3rd down can do nothing, and we're back with the Nomads, and this is potentially the last play that will matter. If the Nomads score here, that the afterburners of the game speed are at my disposal. 2nd and 12, and they do nothing. Chaka Khan on 3rd and 12 throws to Sanction, who's going a very long way. 42 yards. 66 catches this season for Egon Sanction. That's pretty solid. Shelf Space looks and is sacked by Stephen Truckstop. 3rd and 6. Glitch, Tyrone touchdown. And that, as they say, is that. And there's an interception. Shelf Space has picked it off, and that's definitely that. 2 times that. Shelf Space, nice catch, nice go. 24 yards. Tyrone touchdown. Yeah, no, I mean, it's gone. Yeah. Tyrone again, look. Yep. Give me a Tyrone receiving number count for the game. Hold on, there's an injury. Chaka Khan's been injured by Hack Murphy. Kim Selector's now in the lineup with 9 plays left in the game. As Hack is putting on a show. It's his 3rd touchdown in this game, but he must be over 300 yards receiving. There's another interception, and it's Hack that's picked it off. Hack could be on for a 100-point game. It's not like we haven't seen many of those today, because we have. There goes Tyrone. Yeah. Last play of the game, shelf space to sanction. Hack Murphy, 113 fan points. Final score, Nomads 9, Lingo Blend 5. Yeah. Murphy, 290 receiving, 3 deflections, a tackle for loss, an interception, an injury inflicted, 3 touchdowns and 12 tackles. That'll do, yeah. And we thought earlier on that Steve had locked in Player of the Week with his measly 110. Egon sanctioned for the Nomads, 78 fan points, 289 receiving, 2 touchdowns and an injury inflicted. Good game. Yeah, well, Lingo Blend looked like they could go places, but they've got to find a replacement for Murphy because he's out of here at the end of the year. Okay, next game, last game this week. Grazer Ridge are taking on the Volcamoose Saints. Grazer Ridge only defeated once this season. But Volcamoose in data gathering just last week, Volcamoose have indeed got the best roster in the league right now. But are they going to win though? Don't know. Are Grazer Ridge just a puffed up nonsense? Well, they've got an undead halfling in their defensive line. That's a choice. Yeah. Deflection from Josh Rubinho on the first play of the game. Volcamoose is trying to make a quick start, and Dickberg is going to help them get there with a nice catch and run, 26 yards. Inquisitor throws, and it's intercepted by Ominous Bob. Fat lad interception there. Rubinho makes a catch as Grazer Ridge moving the ball for the first time in this game. Carl Cohort running for 4. Jackhammer throws, deflected by Dickberg. Hogwash can do nothing, and we're back with the Saints. Viking throws. It's a short one, 5 yards. Hunkerdome gets nothing on the ground. 3rd and 4. Inquisitor. Big throw downtown to Erlen Dickberg, who was just stood there going like, I don't know where the coverage has gone, son. Just chucking the ball. Mate, I'm all the way down here. Big throw. Touchdown. Slop Bridges. And the Saints take the lead. Here goes Hogwash on first down. That's a nice run. That was a nice run. 13 yards. Very slowly, but very hard to deal with as Nigel Prison makes his presence felt and runs for 40 yards on the catch. Jackhammer throws, and Nigel's got it again, but only 7 this time. Biscuit comes up with a sack. Cohort has his pass deflected by Trumpet, and the Saints have got the ball back. Inquisitor goes for 3. Hunkerdome goes for nothing. Cramp. First down run. Nice. Viggy the Viking picking up a 7-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Hunkerdome throws. Inquisitor with a nice short catch and go. Inquisitor now with the ball and is deciding to keep it. And that's a good run, 9 yards. 2nd and short. Viking out of bounds that one. Hunkerdome, easy first down, 3-yard gain. Inquisitor running it again. The Saints keeping it mostly on the ground. But Viking seems to be keen to chuck it. Well, it's working for him so far. It's good ball control, certainly, but it's another interception and then a fumble. But Grazer Ridge have come away with it. The score is still only 1-0 right now, as Nigel makes another catch and gets 27 yards. Jackhammer throws. Rubinho drops a wide open catch there. Oh, boy. Yeah. Look, receivers, you don't have a huge amount to do, as Kyle Cohort has been injured by Chris Biscuit, and that's a big injury right there. Dick Miner has subbed in. When runner 1 goes down, you kind of go, well, that's my game plan knackered, isn't it? Dickberg making a catch for the Saints. Gets a 33-yard catch. Hunkerdome throws it, and there's no one near. Inquisitor fumbles the ball, and Ominous Bob has picked it up and carried it back the other way. Hogwash on first down, no. Jackhammer throws, it's caught by Rubinho. No mistakes with his hands this time around. Dick Miner runs on first and gets 3 yards. Hogwash, a great run from him. It's only 16 yards, but he put in a lot of effort, so I'm rewarding it with some praise. Rubinho gets him down inside the 10-yard line. Miner throws, is deflected. That was double coverage. Hogwash runs again, no. Jackhammer on 3rd and goal. Terrible throw. Okay, Saints managing to defend when they needed to defend. As Dickberg breaks away on another catch. And he's got 19. It's half-time, and it's still 1-0. These are 2 very good teams, particularly on offense, but they're holding each other right now. in a boxing match kind of way. Chris Biscuit has injured another player. Zenith Dark has been taken out. Rufus Paper Trail is in. Is that Rufus Paper Trail in the defensive line? Yeah. He's a gnome. No, it's worse than that. They've got Dick Miner in the offensive line. Skaven can't flip in defence. They've thrown an interception as well. Well, at this point, Greater Ridge are doing very well to hold on as the score is only now extended to 2-0. Paper Trail throws it. Hogwash has got to catch and go. Hogwash is a very good player, right? and should not be underestimated at all by anybody. That was a 30-yard reception, but he did most of the work in the last 10 where he broke about 5 tackles. Rubinho there, nice catch, good go, 35 yards. Paper Trail throws it, it's deflected by Ridges, 2nd and 10 jackhammer. That one's complete, but it's only 4 yards, so barely worth talking about. As Hogwash gets them the first down. Flipping no Hogwash, no game. Rufus Paper Trail gets his 8th career touchdown as Grazer Ridge get their first score of the game. 34 plays left, and it's another fumble, but the Saints have managed to recover it for themselves this time. That's nice. Well, yeah, you would imagine. Viking throws it. It's deflected by Rubinho, and Grazer Ridge got the ball and fumbled it immediately. Ridge is picking it up. Viking throws deflected by Jackhammer. Hunkerdome. A halfway decent run there for 5 yards. Inquisitor is sacked by Hogwash. And Grazer Ridge with possession back once more, but the clock is ticking. There's 1 quarter of play remaining in this one and only 1 point in it. Jackhammer can't get there. Deflection from Dick Berg. Not on that play, on a previous one. Well, Dick Berg's got this catch, which is nice. And that's a 32-yard gain, which takes Vicky the Viking over 3,000 passing yards in her career. All right. 3rd and 3 now. Viking throws, caught, Dick Berg, touchdown. And that's a 2-point lead for the Saints. We need to see some of that Grazer Ridge pizzazz right now. And his name is Nigel Prison. There we go. Only a 32-yard gain there because Nige is being very nicely countered by Kremp Inquisitor, who's actually got pace to keep up. Kremp not doing such a good job at covering Rubinho, who's a little bit more robust. As Grazer Ridge throw an interception, the Saints have got it back again and they can probably now run out the clock. There goes Dick Berg again, who's having probably his best career game so far. 274 receiving for him in this game. Spangles takes it, runs with it, and has a first down at the no-yard line. Spangles runs, no. Kremp. Bad throw, 3rd and goal. Viking, touchdown. 4-1 is the score, 6 plays left. Grazer Ridge has the magic worn off their magic saucepan. Are they no longer able to cook themselves up an heroic bowl appearance this season? Are they indeed destined to crumble when it happens? That sounds vaguely prophetic. Right, good. Final score, Volcamoose 4, Grazer Ridge 1. Player of the game, Chris Biscuit, 2 injuries inflicted, 62 pancakes. Pretty solid. Josh Rubinho for Grazer Ridge, 142 receiving and 2 deflections. Only 51 fan points for him as we hit the end of the week. All right, it's that time again. Stardos that have the opportunity to place a bounty on the Stegonauts. Oh, there's lots of lovely players to choose from here. Ulysses Failure, Barry Science or Larry Splendid? Talk to me about ages. Barry's in his last season. Larry Splendid is in his last but 1 season. Ulysses Failure is only year 9. What's it going to be? Yeah, tricky one. Stardos, to the Decisionatron, por favor. Are we seeing some dozing from the stars? That's a rejection. Brother Kane opting to gain the appeal rather than be mean to anyone. Fair enough. The Voodoo Boys coach Pedigree Chum would like to spend £500 hiring a counsellor to improve the character of his players. Tricky. No, it's not tricky at all. That's easy money. That's yeah. Don't wrap it. I'll ride it home kind of money right there. Yeah. That's a spend the money. Yeah, make everybody a little bit more useful, please. There we go. Grunt Auto Group's Georgie Cones will not play again unless he's given quite a meaty pay rise, up from 164 to 218. I've not seen you yet, Mike, but you're usually around. That's a keep. You don't drop Georgie Cones, not when he's only 200 quid. I mean, that's yeah, totally. Right, and that's all of that then. And let's have a look and see who's done what. At Pix Creek, Sealer Emphysema has worked out and gained a little bit of an improvement. Kit Kats at Ergmen Flex, who I swear are blessed. The Axemen, Trellis Cosmic has improved to the point we might see him in the lineup. Meanwhile, at Edgeslum, Mulawab had a good game on the field and has had a good game in the training yard as well. True. Stardozer, meanwhile, 2 players have worked out and proved their mettle. One of them is Manso Kettlechip, who is a starter. And one of them is David Onions, who is a starter. Crikey. Meanwhile, at the Steganauts, Red Cobbler has made everybody just that little bit happier, while Engelmert Loudmouth not only got himself injured, pretty sure he got himself injured, but he's also reduced the appeal of the team. Good job there, dude. How did the counselling go at the Vuvu Boys? Horston's Salt Block is now less greedy. Brandon Perril's more loyal. Thrud Gum has got better dedication. Casper Drop Pod has improved his reliability. Stench Vozine has improved his acceptance of things. And Thrud Gum's morale's gone up. Tan Stink Blossom has improved in leadership. There you go. Oh, hold on. Grunt Auto Group's Georgie Cones has had his pay rise. Yeah, Bumson Medics. Lee Hu has pumped Sir and got himself injured. Oh, no. Yeah, injure yourself off the field. And meanwhile at Volcamoose, Fernando Anagram has had his salary reduced by 56. Just for reasons. He's still not going to play, is he? No, there's no chance. So for pass deflections, Helmet Cenobite at the Steganauts got 7. Pretty good. Tackles for loss. Pitbull Jones for the Minstrels picked up 3 tackles for loss in this one. Pamela Mustard, hell of a game. Hell of a game. Pamela Mustard, 8 sacks. Chunk Flunkerson for the Axemen picked up 4 interceptions. While tackles, it's Pammy Mustard again with 21 tackles. Defensive Player of the Week, it's Pamela Flippin' Mustard. Over on the offensive side of things, Jarvis Judd for Shady Palm, 74 pancakes. Solid. Receiving yards, Julio a la carte, 414 for Fairywood Hills, while Brandon Perrill get 208 rushing for the Vuvu Boys. Passing game very much in the ascendance right now. Passing yards, it's Pretend Honey Bear at Fairywood Hills for 370, while total yards was Tiger Stars at Grunt Auto Group with 358. Offensive Player of the Week, Tiger. Yeah. Player of the Week, Pamela Flamin' Mustard with 163 pancakes. Yeah, fancakes. Impressive. What do we got next week? It's another conference week. It is another conference week. Not cross-conference, same conference. Big games. Volcamoose Blood Pit. Yeah. I mean, at this stage, you'd say Steganauts Medics, maybe. That's good. Budget. Stardozer. Yeah. Peninsula Transport Wizards. Anybody's game. Of City Erg Melonflex. That should be a good one. Yeah. Grazer Ridge versus the Toy Masters. That should work out quite nicely as well. Next. Come on. Show me what. Oh, Sports Ball versus Grunt Auto Group. Don't mind if I do. And then... Actually, Lingo Blend Shady Palms could be a good game. BDP Marsupials. What's not to like? And then... Space Agency Nomads. Crikey. There's some good games going on in there. Let's have a look at the standings. In the Smooth Division, Grazer Ridge stay on top and remain with a 23-point lead over the Vuvu Boys and now Wizards, who are tied with the Vuvu Boys. Grazer Ridge have the division to themselves right now. In the Zesty, well, the Saints are on top with 34, but Of City and the Beekeepers are both in the wild card spots right now with 22 points apiece. In the Sloganator, the Toy Masters are up top, Peninsula second with 22 points. Pix Creek just behind them, budget nowhere to be seen. In the Battle Plan, the Bouncers are up top, 19 points clear of the Steganauts, who are 3 ahead of Erg Melonflex. In the Fail Brigade, right now, Grunt Auto Group are winning the bombastic BDP 10 points back with 27 and not in a wildcard position. Oh no, I cannot allow myself to miss the wildcards, but it might not be my choice. In the Wood Chipper, KSA are up top with 37, but Failurewood are right there with them, just 2 points behind. In the Whoop Whoop, Sports Ball are on top with 40 fan points. 40 points, incidentally, not fan points, 40 league points, right? 40 points was the wildcard cut-off last season. That was the cut-off for Bad Company last season. Sweaty Marsupials in second with 32, and they play me next week. That is a vital game for both those teams. Reduced Division, the Nomads are up top with 39. The Minstrels are 15 points back right now, and they are, how far adrift? 8 points adrift of a wildcard spot. Madness. I've been Colonel Failure. Thanks very much for tuning in. The season is starting to get into the action zone. What a lot of carnage this week. What a lot of carnage. I'll catch you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Have yourselves a good one. Cheerio.